Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Shout out Creighton C. Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia. Gonna let this beat slap one more time, guys, and then we're live. Let's go.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on the road, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah, maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah, on the road, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream. Why do I feel like I'm sitting so low and there's a lot of room above my head? They call that headroom in the business, guys. What is going on, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here on this beautiful Friday night. There's a lot of things you guys could be doing with your time right now, but you chose to spend it with the Candle Mafia. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you all for being here. I see chat already going nuts. Guys, we finally got a little bit of a move to the downside. Shout out to Cal's World. Thank you so much for that super chat, brother. He says, yo, Frankie, sorry I've been MIA. Heard you're going to be an uncle soon. Little something for your nephew. Love you, bro. Keep up the great TA and energy and take care of the Mafia. Hey, shout out to Cal's World. Cal's World actually sent me a Christmas card. Shout out to Cal's World. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you for the kind words. And don't worry, bro. You got a life. You got business to take care of. Do your thing. We will be here, and I will be here waiting for you with open arms. Thank you so much for cruising through tonight, though, brother. But, yeah, guys, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Go ahead and smash that like button if, only if, you guys want to spin that wheel of pain and pleasure where we will be giving away a bunch of crypto. And for anybody who's wondering, who's never won a giveaway before, you guys are probably thinking like, hey, how much crypto do we actually win? And actually, it depends on how many people win the giveaway or how many times we land on the wheel. But just for kind of reference, I think the people who won last week's giveaway got like 80 ADA. So it's not like the biggest bag ever, but it's free crypto. So there you go, guys. Smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, you guys get a spin on that wheel. The more spins, the more chances for some free stuff. Not only do we give away crypto, sometimes we give away merch. Shout out to the Frankie Candles hat. Also, shout out to the Show ETH. Shout out to the Show ETH t-shirt. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Crypto Billy made these guys. But with all that being said, guys, we got an amazing show for you tonight, guys. Bitcoin has gotten that move down, and I wonder where it went to. I wonder, if we were to pick a place for Bitcoin to go, I wonder where it actually fell through. Well, if you were tuned into our live stream last night, same place, same time as tonight, you will know we were looking at some very, very specific levels. We're going to be going over that today. We actually wound up breaking our key level that we were looking at and getting an absolute teleportation to the downside right to the key level we were watching on last night's live stream. And as you guys know, we've kind of been getting those mixed signals on the indicators, but I do kind of want to break down some of the bearish signals that we had on last night's stream. As you know, yesterday's live stream title, I think, was like Bitcoin ranges as bearish signs appear or something like that. So I want to go over those bearish signs and kind of just see how they played out, and then just take a look at the key levels that we came down to, why we were expecting those key levels. As usual, guys, I don't just want to show you guys, I don't just want to show you guys why we were looking at that level, or that we were looking at that level. I want to show you exactly why we expected price to move down this quickly and how we were able to snipe that level so clearly. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and say what is going on to the Mafia before we jump into the charts. Let's go. Shout out to, let's see. We'll start up here. Shout out to Crypto Anon. What is going on, bro? Everybody loves free crypto. That's dang right. Nobody ever gives me free crypto. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't need the free crypto. I want to give it to you guys. Shout out to Crypto Anon. And with all that being said, that's all I got. Be blessed. BitBoy out? That's like, I've watched so much of Ben's videos that, it's like every time I do my own outro, it still feels like more natural because I just hear him in my head because I've seen him so many times say, that's all I got, be blessed, BitBoy out. So every time I do my outro, I feel like my tongue tries to say that for some reason. But yeah, guys, shout out to Crypto Anon, shout out to Tyler Durden, Rob the Crypto Snob, D Petty Crypto, Captain Kirk, Crypto Billy, Tony D, Captain Kirk. I think that's everybody. If I forgot you, I'll probably remember you next time and forget somebody else the next time. But shout out to all our mods, guys. We got the best mods in the YouTube game. Not just the crypto game, in the YouTube game. They make my life so much better. So shout out to the mods. I appreciate you guys. You guys are invaluable to my life. You guys have no idea. Yeah, I am so thankful to have you guys. So thank you. Everybody show some love to the mods in chat. Shout out to Jeremy Lister. What is going on, bro? He says, let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Dave Digital, as always. Happy to have you in here, bro. Absolute OG. He says Elena Garcia did DM. And Entities asked her questions. I don't know who Elena Garcia is, but I've been seeing her name a lot. So I don't know if she's a real person or not, but shout out to Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia is a fun name to say. Shout out to Creighton C. Elena Garcia, Elena Garcia, Elena Garcia. I'm just going to say the name a whole bunch of times. I think you guys might be playing a game on the back end. I don't know what you guys do at home here, but I feel like we're going to pull a lot of fibs today. I think I'm going to say Elena Garcia a bunch of times, and I have a feeling the Candle Mafia is about to have a really good night. So let's go ahead and move on here. We got French Toaster in the chat, says 88ers. Let's go. Shout out to French Toaster. Thank you for being here, bro. Always happy to see you in chat. Moonbird, Mikey L, Crypto Pollo, or Bitcoin Chicken, as I like to call them, guys. I'm on one today, if you can't tell. If I'm not blowing your eardrums out yet, prepare, because it's about to happen. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, or Bitcoin Chicken, as I like to call them. And shout out to Bitcoin Chicken, because he was part of the reason why we have this money gun. So shout out to Crypto Pollo. Shout out to Multi-Sig Dummy. What is going on? Says, what is good, Frankie? Little late, but hey, we're here. Shout out to Multi-Sig Dummy. Thank you for being there, bro. Jonah, what is going on? Deepak, Irish guy. If you guys were wondering, he is Irish. Shout out to Safa Ismail. Says, now you guys are bearish. Monkey emoji. Shout out to Safa. Shout out to you, man. We're going to dive a little bit deeper. Are we bearish, or are we looking for a really strong bounce off of some key levels? Potentially, or maybe we are bearish, but I will let you guys know my major sentiment on Bitcoin. Did my long-term as you guys know, I have been leaning more bullish in the long term, although we were kind of a little more bearish in the medium and low term or short term. You guys know longer term I have been more bullish, and we are still long. My long-term sentiment for Bitcoin, meaning like on those higher time frames. I mean, obviously in the long term, I think everybody's bullish on crypto, but I just mean on those higher time frames, I am still sticking with the bullish sentiment until we break some very key levels. Once we break some certain key levels, that is where I will start having more of a bearish sentiment, but we're going to be taking a look at those exact key levels in just a second. Shout out to Cal's World. Again, thank you for that super chat, bro. Hodl Crypto. Hannah King in the chat. What is going on, Hannah? Shout out to Hannah. Gives away so many memberships, and we never expected, Hannah. I don't bring it up to like try to get more out of you. I don't want you thinking that, but I just want the Mafia to know that like you're a giver. You're a giver, and givers get, right? That's what Crypto Billy says all the time, at least. So shout out to you guys. Dave Digital, we said hi to you. Psychedelic Astronaut, what is going on? Thank you for being here. Nate, what is going on? Zach, we got Cuz I Can Bump It in the chat. What is up, bro? Good to see you. Tamer, what is going on? Jonah Lang, it's time to panic. Let's go. Shout out to Jonah. Thank you for being here, bro. Shout out to you, man. OG. Jessica, our resident female Candle Mafia representative. Shout out to Jessica. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all our female members. Shout out to Creighton C. Shout out to Frankie's Cavs. What is that? Bing bong. We got Frankie's Cavs in the chat. Who did it? Who did that? Who did that? God, I looked at the name to see who did it, but their name is Frankie's Cavs. Shout out to you, whoever that is. I would love to know who is behind the Frankie Cavs YouTube account. Shout out to you. Shout out to Connor Anderson. Shout out to Magic Internet Money Mike. What is going on, bro? Shout out to Doyle, and shout out to let's see, Kimo Sabi. What is going on? And yeah, shout out to Cal's World and K. And with all that being said, this one's for Frankie's Cavs. Bing bong. Bang, baby, let's go. Shout out to you guys. And without further ado, guys, we got a whole lot of Bitcoin price action to take a look at, so let's go ahead and jump right into the charts. Guys, don't forget, today's episode is brought to you by Aztec and Cactus Moss Water, the one and only official sponsored energy drink of the Frankie Candles YouTube channel. Definitely not a... It's definitely not whatever you guys always think this is something. You think it's like, you guys said Celsius last time. I was like, what? We're not trying to rug pull on this channel. We're just trying to get some energy. This is Aztec and Cactus Moss Water, not Celsius, guys. You could tell. This is a totally different label. But anyway, let's go ahead. Juice up the Cavs with some Aztec and Cactus Moss Water, and let's go ahead and take a look at these charts, guys. I'm going to go ahead and don't mind this trade. We could touch on that a little bit later, but let's go ahead and hide that TA and take a look at what we got going on, guys. Shout out to I don't know how to say that name. I'll just call you 420. Shout out to 420. Frankie's Cavs said I'm on my other phone. Shout out to Frankie's Cavs. Wait, who is it? Did they reveal themselves? Who is it? Make it rain, Frankie. Let's go. Somebody said it. Bing bong. Let's go. Guys, I'm on one. It's Friday. I'm feeling good. I'm actually exhausted, but hey, that means it was a productive week, baby. Shout out to anybody who watched my market update this morning. Let me know in the chat and in the comments, guys, if you want to keep seeing those more often, more plentiful. If you guys want more market updates like we've been doing the past couple weeks, let me know if you guys like that, or if you just rather wait for my live stream, let me know, because we will keep making them for you guys, and we plan on adding much more content to the channel. Clayton, what is going on? Crypto Killer Whale in the chat. Guys, what's going on with Bitcoin? Coming up to the higher time frames, looking at that weekly. This is something we've been looking at for quite some time on the channel, guys. You will know we are looking to print that red dot on the weekly. Now, this is, it's Indiana Candles. Let's go. Shout out to Indiana Candles. Yo, you guys are funny. I might have to pull up the, calf volume profile again. Market updates are good. Okay, let's go. Yes, market updates, yes. Dump it, baby. Let's go. Oh, snap. Frankie, tying one on. Let's go. All right, guys. Continuing on, we will keep those market updates coming for you. Right now, it's kind of been, I think we do them on, I don't even know what days we do them. I do them as much as I possibly can. I just roll out of bed. I'm like, let's get that sauce out here. But weekly VWAP looking across below that zero line, guys. That is more of a bearish sign for sure. Red dot looking to print. Taking a look at that 6-day. Red dot is now printing. This is likely to give us some form of downside. We've been looking at this for quite some time. Definitely more of a bearish sign. Clearly getting a little bit of a red candle on the 6-day there. We did just confirm that about a day ago or 2 days ago. But again, watching that weekly for some more downside, guys, because once we print that red dot, it is likely to give us some form of a move down. Coming down to our 5-day, looking at that red dot confirmed. It has been confirmed for a few days now. Still, coming down, but in the gram, more vids. Let's go. Shout out to Tamer. Small cows. Shout out to Sundeep. But taking a look here on the higher time frames, obviously this is not the most dramatic move to the downside. But with that weekly red dot about to print, we may start to see some more red candles here. Taking a look at your 3-day bearish divergence confirmed, right? This was the main bearish case in the past couple weeks. As you guys know, the indicators have been giving us some mixed signals here, which basically has been very hard to read, right? It's been very hard to read. If you guys watch the live streams, you will know that we have been we were looking at some key levels to try to use as our compass to kind of navigate these false signals or mixed signals, I should say. And it actually wound up working pretty well, but we knew that the major bear case for Bitcoin in the medium term was definitely these bearish divergences on the higher time frames, with our higher highs on our price action, with our lower highs on our momentum waves, giving us that bearish divergence, making it very likely that we would reject from these previous highs that we made in August, right? So that was our main bearish case. As you guys know, we also had a pretty dramatic bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Not only that, but we were coming into key resistance, as you can see right here. So this was kind of one of the first, not the first, but one of the major things that was making us start to think. Now, I don't want you guys to think that like I was coming on here and said, guys, it's 100% going to dump tomorrow. That's not what we were saying yesterday. It was very confusing. But when we were looking at the bear cases, where's the bear case lie? Where's the bull case lie? The bull case was technically lying on our daily time frame as we were looking for that green dot, but then we got that rejection at the zero line, which we were actually talking about yesterday. I was saying, like, I can't wait for this daily candle to print, because I don't know if this thing is going to give us a rejection, because things kind of looked bearish, but the daily was that one thing that was kind of throwing us off. It's almost like someone's watching this YouTube channel and just trying to trick us. But, we had money flow coming up, and then the VWAP was also perfectly curving to the upside. But because of the higher time frame bear divs, we were saying, like, hey, don't forget these bearish divergences are here. We know they do sometimes take a little bit of time to play out. We confirmed this, this bear div on the 4-day, we confirmed a while ago. But we understand that sometimes these higher time frames, shout out to Crypto Pollo. Actually, we did have a little bit of a moment last night where I was like, I don't know, guys. I feel like something's about to happen. And we did get that dump. Now, I was actually, my weird feeling was kind of feeling like it was calling for something much bigger than what we got, but it could be the start of something big. I'll say this, if this is the start of a massive move to lower lows, guys, I'm just going to say those weird feelings I had definitely held weight. But you don't want to trade based off emotion, right? I'm not going to trade based off that. I'm just saying, hey, if this thing dumps down to lower lows, I definitely felt it yesterday. Like, if that's the case, then I definitely have a crystal ball in my head, and I just get weird vibes, and I know the market's going to dump. But that is not how we do RTA. We listen to what is on the chart. But it was kind of funny yesterday that I mentioned that I was feeling like really weird, like something big was coming, and then we finally got that dump. But it wasn't like that crazy. But again, if this is the beginning of a big move down, could have foreshadowed, could have been something there. But you guys will know, right? Again, that daily was our bullish case with the money flow and VWAP coming up, but then we were coming down. This is why we were getting the mixed signals, right? So we're saying, hey, that daily looks kind of bullish. But when we come up to the 2-day, the 3-day, the 4-day, even the 5-day red dot was printing. No bearish divergence on your 5-day, but you had the 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, and 4-day bearish divergences, and then you had the red dot printing on your 5-day, which was kind of like just kind of another kick in the stomach, right? Like, hey, you got all those bear divs, and here's a red dot on the 5-day, and then we look at the 6-day, and it's boom, there's your red dot on the 6-day, and then the weekly looking for the red dot too, which is definitely indicative of more downside, right? So that daily was really the main thing throwing us off, saying, hey, maybe this thing's gonna rip again, but then last night we were saying, hey, I'm curious to see when we close this daily candle, are we going to get a rejection at that 0 line? And guys, if there is a rejection at the 0 line, this is it if I've ever seen one, right? Right up to that 0 line and just tapped it, an absolute dump. So absolutely beautiful, but really what I want to look at here are the levels we came down to, right? Because if you guys were watching yesterday's stream, low-key, we sniped that level, right? But I just kind of wanted to point that out, right? So the daily was the main bull case, and then everything else kind of looked a little bit bearish, especially the higher time frames. But obviously you guys know we like to be prepared whether we're on our way up or down because we get to profit either way, which kind of seems like a cheat. It kind of seems like we cheat the system, right? Because it's like we don't even care if we go up or down. We just make money either way, which seems too good to be true. Oh, these sweatshirt strings are about to get it today. Whew! They were pissing me off yesterday, coming up, hitting me in the face. I squared up with them a couple times yesterday. If these things come up in my face again, guys, you might see a fist fight live. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, back to the charts. These strings better know their place. But anyway, I got my protein here too. So, but anyway, again, big rejection at that 0 line. So that's the outcome of our wonder from yesterday's live stream. But coming down to your 4-hour, guys, obviously money flow is in the red. And now we are getting that green dot on the 4-hour, which we're going to touch on in just a second. Give it to him, Frank. We got you. Hey, listen, you guys, you want the mafia on you? You'd rather deal with me. I promise you. You don't want the mafia coming after you. God, am I losing my mind, guys? I'm screaming at my sweatshirt strings, my drawstrings. Shout out to the mafia. Let's go. Cause I can pump it said, Frankie Candles, it's Friday. Pull your fib and give us the sauce. Speaking of fibs, I'll go ahead and pull one for you. No problem. But let's go ahead and just cover this real quick before Creighton C, I see your super chat, brother. Let me get to it in 2 seconds. But let me just kind of cover this real quick, guys. Obviously, 4-hour money flow is coming into the red, but I want to take a look at the levels we were watching yesterday, right? Because these were pretty interesting levels, and we came down right to basically exactly where we were looking, right? And I don't say that to brag, guys. I say that so I can bring this up and show you exactly how I found these levels, right? As you guys know, like, I'm not bringing these levels up because I'm like, haha, look how good I am. I found the levels. I want to show you guys exactly how I found them so you can have these on the chart. So, my goal is that when you watch my live stream, you're like, nice. He's got the same level I do. Let's go. That means you're picking up what I'm putting down. You're eating the sauce that I'm cooking. You're catching what I'm throwing. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing what I'm buying. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Shout out to New York. Anyway, the microphone just punched me in the face. But anyway, let's continue on here. So, major levels we were looking at, guys. Let's go ahead and dive in a little bit deeper. This is ETH. This is the wrong chart. We want to look at this chart. Okay. So, oh God, did somebody move my? I don't even think anybody has access to this anymore. Oh no, this was it. Hang on. I want to make sure I get the correct what do you call it? Yeah, it was this one. So you guys will know, obviously, those two levels we were watching, guys, the two key levels that we were looking at to try to figure out if we were going to get a move to the upside or the downside because of those mixed signals is we were looking at this purple box and this blue box, saying if we got above this purple box, flipped it to support, that's our bullish indication that we are going to get a big move up. And if we break our support down here at this bottom blue box, that is where we would likely see a free fall down to this level here, which is a very specific level. And we obviously got that from the volume, guys. And I do want to hammer this home because, this was... we almost hit, we hit this perfectly, right? So our major target last night was basically going to be about, between $22.2K and $22,000. And the reason for it, guys, the reason for that is because we had this major low volume gap, right? And you can see this was basically the level right about here was the level we were expecting to come down to. And the reason for it was because, let's see. Let me just get rid of this for a second. Okay, so basically, guys, we were looking for that move. Once we broke that blue box, we knew that we would likely fall into this low volume gap and fall right down to our next spike in volume because we know that when you break into a low volume gap, you are likely going to hunt out the next highest volume node, which if you zoom out is actually a little further down than we are right now, right? So the next highest volume node, there you go. This is basically what we were looking at, right? This little cliff right here, this is basically what we're holding on to, and that was the current target. But as you guys can tell, this is a much higher volume node, so we may be on our way to some lower prices as of right now. But locally, yesterday, these were basically the levels we were looking at. We were looking at this low volume gap, saying if we lose this high volume node, let me drag this out a little bit. If we lose this high volume node or this group of high volume nodes right here, we would likely get sucked down to our next spike in volume, which was coming in right here at about 21,900. And what happened? We got that big move down and came right down to our level at $21,900. So, this is, if you guys watched the market update this morning, this is basically what we were expecting. Not basically. Let me see. I might still have the clip up. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up, guys. It is important, right? Because the way we are getting these levels are using the volume profile. So I do like to actually show you guys why we look at them, right? And again, it has everything to do with the low volume gaps, right? Big low volume gap. We know once we lose this high volume node, we're likely going to shoot through the low volume gap and land on some volume. And you can see that spike in volume right here was that level we were looking at, right? And more specifically, we were looking at the start of that. We are not looking down here at the high volume node of the actual peak, but you could see my level is right here on the shelf, if you will. The ledge of that volume is where that volume, where that support usually comes in, and that's how we were able to snipe that level on the live stream last night. I don't have it up anymore, and I'm not gonna look for it because it just seems pointless because I just showed you. But that is basically what we were looking for yesterday. And then I do want to go ahead and pull this this volume one more time, all the way from Friday the 13th to our current price action. I'm actually pull this chart up because there is more price history on here, and the volume will be a little bit more accurate for that reason. Let me go ahead and pull up the daily chart so I can get this right on the Friday the 13th candle. 20, 16, 15, 14, 13, bang, bang, to the current price action, and here we go, right? So another reason, guys, this is the big reason, right? Another reason we were looking at this level last night was because it was the value area low. You see we have our value area low coming right in at that high volume node. Now, the value area low, you will see, obviously, we did not come down, at least on this exchange, right? If you pull this volume on another exchange, we actually did come down and tap that exact level. But I'm going to show you why that doesn't really make a difference. So again, right, we lost this high volume node. We were expecting to shoot right through this low volume gap, and we were expecting support to come in right at this next high volume node. And you will see that obviously the value area low, we haven't touched the value area low, right? So it would still be likely, technically, whether unless we are front running this level, it would still be likely for us to come down and actually tap this level. So I will say that. However, there's no guarantee that we could easily front run it. However, the reason why it doesn't matter, guys, is because when you're looking at these volume profiles, this is the sauce, guys. you don't necessarily, now you can look at these levels. This is likely going to be an important level as well. However, oftentimes, again, what you want to look at is more of the ledge, right? Where the volume begins. That is likely going to start giving you some support, and you can see price came much closer to that actual level, right? So, it's not always, your level does not necessarily always have to be at the absolute peak of your volume here. You can always go to the ledge. You're likely to find some support there as well. For me personally, what I would be doing here is just drawing this as a little bit of a box, right? That way, I don't have to worry like, oh, God, I'm coming down to my exact level. What if we wick below? Now, if we hit this level and we wick below, I know, like, we're still within the box, right? It helps you from getting kind of faked out because support and resistance is very rarely a specific line, right? Typically, it's a range or a zone, right? So that's why I draw these boxes. If you guys are ever wondering, like, hey, how come you don't just draw lines? The reason is because sometimes you have multiple levels that are going to kind of combine into a strong pocket of levels, right? Like even this golden pocket, right? Like we're going to come down and we're likely going to find support on the POC, but then like you could easily come down and hit the golden pocket as well. And you could see both things actually happened, right? We came right to the POC, then we wicked down to the golden pocket. So why not actually just draw this whole area as a zone, right? That way we know we're not really panicking until we actually lose the blue box, right? But again, I kind of want to hammer this home, guys, because kind of like what I was talking about in my market update was obviously we were looking at this little micro range that we had up here before we had the breakdown, right? We were looking at this little sideways range. We traded the heck out of this thing, and we actually, in the premium Discord, put in the trade setup. We called the trade setup from the highs up here at that value area high, looking for a short only down to that value area low. We were really only looking for a scalp short down to that value area low. But then, if you want to lock in partial profits here, you could easily just get that bounce up, hold your trade, put in that higher low again at a local golden pocket. I say again because we've been looking at these very often lately. Beautiful little retest of that local golden pocket. A lot of times, this is where price likes to put in a lower high before rolling down further down. But, traded the heck out of this just looking for the scalps, and then eventually that scalp trade did wind up turning into an absolute home run short. And I was actually in this position, guys. Unfortunately, I'm actually pretty mad about this. I was talking to Tony D about this earlier. I was like, dude, I'm so pissed. I was in this scalp short, guys, wrote it down to here, and then we got this pump, and I tried to take partial profits while I was on Blockchain Basement. Shout out to anybody who was watching this day. I think I mentioned it on the show. Tried to take partial profits while I was on Blockchain Basement, and just wound up, I don't know, I was like trying to be on the show, and I just trying to like look at my phone and like take profits like low key, and I wound up closing the whole position somehow, and I got rugged on a what do you call it? What was this? Like a 13% move, 12%, almost 13% move. Got absolutely rugged. But shout out to anybody in the premium Discord that may have been holding on to this, turning this little scalp trade into a swing trade. And again, the reason I bring that up is to talk to you guys about how important it is or how useful it is to look at the markets in terms of these volume profiles, right? So we're ranging up here. We're making money. We're short in the highs, long in the lows, short in the highs. This one turned into a big boy trade, but then we traded down in this little range, right? So we had another value area forming over here, right? So we pulled a little bit of volume on there. I'm actually going to unextend this just to get, oh, it is unextended. I just got to move it back before the dump. So this was the range we were trading in. Come on, computer. You could do it. There we go. This is the range that we were kind of messing around with before we got the dump. We got another volume profile range, just looking for little scalps from here to there, from the highs to the lows, from the lows to the highs. And we came up, bearishly retested our value area low / again, another local golden pocket, came up, bearishly retested that and the value area low, which we knew was going to be very strong. Resistance. And we put in another lower high, which, again, we talked about on this live stream. Hey, guys, I would be careful because we also, in the premium Discord, and we talked about this on the live stream as well, we gave the setup to go long from our key level here at 23K. We were watching this level for a while, and then when price came down, that setup finally presented itself. The Mafia was ready. We took the trade, and we scalped it all the way up here. And once we got to that golden pocket, I was letting everybody know, hey, this is typically where price likes to come up and put in lower highs. So if you're in that trade, maybe take some profit, and then maybe take partial profit or close the entire trade. We came back down to the value area low, got another move up into the golden pocket again, And then we gave this trade setup to short it again from up here to the bottom of the value area right here. That was the completion of that trade. But again, you could have taken partial profits and caught that extra move to the downside. And again, the reason I bring these trades up is because this is how you trade this stuff, right? And then you're wondering, hey, if price breaks below, right, when we're in this range, you're thinking, hey, what happens if price breaks below this 23K level? What you do is you zoom out and you look now, right? We were looking at this range, then we moved down, created another range, then we were looking at this range, and now we're sitting here thinking, hey, what happens if this breaks down and breaks this 23K level? Well, we know that if we pull up our volume profile or our visible range volume profile, let me go ahead and pull that up. We know that if we break that 23K level, we know all the volume is up here near 23K, and we see that there is a big gap in volume here, right? We see that price is sticking to this high volume node right now, and if we lose 23K, we are expecting a move down through this gap. Where is it likely to bring you? Right here, right down to the value area low, essentially. We didn't tap it, but we got very close. That's how we were able to think if we break down, this is the level we're coming to, and then we get off the stream. Bitcoin decides to, of course, dump right after we get off the live stream. You guys know the market makers like to do that to us. They like to move it sideways while we're live streaming, so we have nothing to talk about. And then, boom, the stream ends, and the thing absolutely nukes to the downside. But that's how we were able to watch this key level and snipe that level so clearly, right? Like, people charge for this. This is the free sauce, guys. This is how we find these levels and how we can know how to expect what level's going to come if certain levels break, right? And it all has to do with the volume. And when you zoom out, you're thinking to yourself, okay, even if you didn't have this volume profile, you're thinking like, hey, we have that gap here on the visible range. I know if we break here, we're likely going to free fall through. And again, I just want to hammer it home, guys. You break the level, absolute free fall. And we were looking for this for a very specific reason. The volume profiles work. And again, I feel like people are like, this guy's got to be sponsored. I can't be sponsored by volume profiles. It's just a tool on TradingView. They don't pay me. It's not a thing. It's just a traditional trading tool, right? And the reason I bring this home is because especially if you don't have money for paid indicators like we use on this channel, this is like the #1 free thing that you can use. You can have a profitable trading strategy just using the volume profiles and the RSI, or the volume profiles and the MACD. Or if you have paid indicators, it'll add more confluence and it'll add more confidence to your trades. But the reason I talk about these so much is because they're so dang reliable and they're easy to sell, right? Like sell as in like, it's easy to pitch to new traders, right? It's easy for me to sell you the idea of these volume profiles, and they're 100% free. So this is why I harp on these so much. And again, even if you were just looking at that gap, you would expect to move down to your next high volume node. However, you could even zoom out and be like, well, hey, actually, I should have been expecting this level ever since we rejected the value area high, because I know with the volume profiles, once we reject the value area high, we're going to come down and hit the value area low. Right? It's the more probable thought, right? It doesn't mean it's 100% going to play out, guys. And I said this to in my premium live stream this morning with the premium Discord. I said, guys, listen, like, we've been crushing it, and I'm super happy about it. Like, this is lit. Light those candles, collect the bagels, or collect the baguettes, finagle the bagels. But get this bread, right? There's different puns. But anyway, I was saying, like, listen, guys, we're on fire, but just understand that, it does seem at this point, I don't want to oversell this to you guys. Like, the volume profiles will likely be wrong at some point. I just want everyone to know that. Like, I feel like they have almost never, every time we talk about them, it's like 100% hit. But I just do want to be clear, like, there are going to be times where we're going to say, like, well, I guess the volume profile didn't play out that time. But as you can see, if you watch this show, if you watch my channel, you will know how well they actually work, right? So I do just want to, like, really, I don't want to oversell it. Like, they will be wrong at times. Like, they're not 100% right 100% of the time. But they're dang near close, guys. They're dang near close. So again, and if they were 100%, trading would be the easiest thing in the world, because as soon as we reject it here, you could just put all your life savings in that trade and know it's coming down here. But that's not how it works, right? We could have easily gotten a bounce from this POC at 23K. This was actually something we were looking for, and that's why we gave that scalp long signal with the confirmations at the POC, because we would have caught that scalp, and if it ripped, we would have been in that trade, right? And then we were also short from here, so when it dumps, we're in that trade, right? So this is how we're able to kind of like not hedge our bets, but like just always kind of have a iron in the fire. That's, I don't think, the right saying, but that's basically, we're always in trades from the lows and the highs of the range. So when it breaks up or breaks down, it's almost not as important. It's not that much of an important thing, right? Because like if it breaks up, I'll be like, okay, cool. Then my long will be doing great. And if it breaks down, I'll get stopped out of the long. If it dumps, I'll get stopped out of the long, and I would probably have grabbed a short at the top of the range, right? So you're just catching these little scalp trades, and then when it decides to fly up or dump down, you're just already in a good position. So, and then again, like you could have seen this due to the volume. But then again, you could have just zoomed out and been like, well, yeah, it would make a lot of sense. Now you're thinking not only if we break this level, we will quickly fall to this level. When you look at the volume profile, you could actually think to yourself, actually, I would think it's more probable that we get that move down because we've already rejected the value area high. So all that needs to happen is to lose the POC, and boom, you're getting to that value area low like 9 out of 10 times, maybe 8 out of 10 times, right? So this is how we look at this stuff, guys, and I really like to hammer it home because this is what, when I first learned about volume profiles, I had already been a profitable trader, but this changed the game. This is just like once you understand these volume profiles and how to use them, it's an absolute game changer. So that's how we got here, guys, and that's how we were looking at this exact level that we came down to. But now, where is price going, right? That's everybody's big question. That's the $1 million question. Where is price going? And again, guys, also, on the bearish end there, you guys will remember I talked about this in the market update as well. We also had the 8-hour confirmed blood diamond. We had the 6-hour double confirmed blood diamonds, and you get that little fake out to the upside before the big dump. If you've watched the channel for a really long time, you will know we used to talk about that a lot, how the blood diamonds and the yellow X's sometimes give you a scam pump, and we also have talked a lot about how they don't always need to dump you immediately. When you get a double blood diamond and they don't play out, a lot of times what you see is that they wind up playing out later on, right? It's kind of a foreshadow to what is to come, right? Especially when it happens on multiple time frames. You have the double blood diamond on the 6-hour, the confirmed blood diamond on the 8-hour. I believe the 8-hour, and then on the 1-hour, you wound up getting a blood. You had one here, right? This is bearish signals looming, right? Like, oh, blood diamond on the 1-hour, that's not good. Didn't really play out, though. Could have been foreshadowing, though, which it was. But then you come down, another blood diamond on the hourly time frame. Boom, right on that meltdown. So, again, bear divs on the higher time frames, blood diamonds popping up, and the fact that we rejected that value area high, and we were already at the POC. We knew, right? At that point, with all those bearish signs, obviously we were very, very aware that we could get a bounce off the POC, but we knew at that point, like, hey, if we break this 23K level, like that's getting below the POC. It's very likely with all that extra bearish confirmation that is going to push us back down to the value area low. So I just wanted to go over that, guys. Let me know. Hit me with a hashtag value if you learned anything from that little tangent. Shout out to Creighton C. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. He said, not that weird. You said you felt weird all day. Then you spilled the red. He said Red Bull. It's not Red Bull. It's Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. Shout out to Creighton C. But yeah, he said, then you spilled the Red Bull. Then we dumped Red Candle. Bulls got wrecked. You got powers. Shout out to Creighton C. Yeah, I was trying to keep the government off my back, but we might be prophetic, guys. Is that a word? I don't know. Shout out to Creighton C. I appreciate that super chat, bro. But yeah, it is. He said you got powers. Yeah, we did feel weird yesterday. We definitely felt weird. Yeah, then I had to leave the stream to go get paper towels. Weird day yesterday, and that we wound up going for like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something. It was a weird day last night. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue on. Let's go ahead and hit lol Dave, always glass half full guy. But yeah, now what's going on right now in the current market, guys? Where are we headed? What levels do we need to hold? Let's go ahead and the hashtag value. Let's go. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got going on now, right? So, taking a look at the chart here, obviously, guys, this level right here, your value area low, is going to be a very key level to hold. And not only a key level to hold, but also a key level to look for a bounce. So, oh, whoops, I just put 2 volume profiles on. I did not mean to do that. But anyway. So yeah, obviously this value area low, this blue box essentially is going to be a very, very key level of support. And you guys saw me, like you saw why I drew this box, right? I love showing you guys why I do stuff, right? Like, how did I get that blue box? You guys just watched me get this blue box, right? And that is going to be very, very key because the bottom of the blue box is your value area low, and the top of the blue box is the beginning of this little high volume node, or I wouldn't say high volume node, but a little spike in volume, right? So if we lose that value area low, what I would be looking at, guys, I'm going to pull a fib. This will be my third or fourth fib I pulled tonight for anybody who is keeping track of that for whatever reason. Do want to show you. Not only that, we do have a 786 fib level down here where we kind of got this little bull div that came in before we got that big leg up. 786 coming in right here at about $21,618. That is going to be another level to watch as well. You could even extend that blue box. But once you lose this bigger blue box, guys, this is kind of where you're likely to fall back into your last area of consolidation. We could pull some volume on this, and it will likely give us some insight into where that next level will be. We have our previous value area high coming in right here at about $21,186, $21,200 for easy math. And yeah, we could come down there. Kind of what I would look for is a potential wick below that value area low for a potential bounce off this level. But kind of the real main major level of resistance, or I'm sorry, support that I would be looking at, guys, let me go ahead and turn off some of the indicators, is if we go ahead and pull, right? We're looking at ranges, right? Let me get rid of all these fibs because they're like clogging up the charts here. Let me just get rid of them. A little bing, a little bong, a little bing. There we go. But yeah, if we look here, right, we were looking at this tiny little range up here, got the breakdown, tiny little range out here, down here, right? And then we wanted a macro, more of a macro look of where we could go. So we zoomed out, looked at this macro range, right? Now we're zooming out again to get even more of a macro context of the market. And we're going to go ahead and pull this macro range all the way back here from June all the way to our current price action. And you will notice that our value area high is coming in at a very, very key level. This is the FTX or pre-FTX high that we made before that absolute down dump to the downside to what could be the bottom of our bear market potentially if we don't make any lower lows. I know there's a lot of people thinking there's a high possibility of this being the bottom. I would agree. I think there is a decent chance that this was the bottom for Bitcoin. Obviously, not forgetting that we are not psychic, and there's no way for us to 100% know that. You can make a good educated guess and stick, and it might be the higher probability guess, right? That might be the better bet, right? That the bottom is already in. But we have to be open to the fact that we don't know it's 100% in, right? So we have to be open to the idea that we could come back down here and even potentially lower. So for me to kind of gauge the possibility of coming down lower, even if it's not lower lows, the possibility the possibility of coming down not only to the lows, but like even just to some lower prices within this volume profile is going to be that FTX level, that pre-FTX level. We came up, hang on one sec, I just want to read that, make sure it's not a huge, let's see. The Osborns says, hey, Frankie, you were mentioning volume profile. Which one do you use? There are a few. Real quick, let me just get that out of the way before I break down this price action. You want to come up to your indicators, click here, come to not favorites. You're just going to want to type in volume here. So type in volume, right? Actually, the easier way to do it would be to come to technicals, click on, oh no, did they change all this? Where's the... Yeah, I guess they did change it. They used to have a volume section. Indicator strategies. Oh, profiles. There you go. This used to say volume. So yeah, so you might have got lost there, right? So click on your indicators tab, come to technicals, click on profiles, and I typically use the fixed range volume profile and the visible range volume profile. This is your fixed range volume profile where you select the candles you want to analyze, and then the visible range volume profile is the one that pops up on the side here, and then as you zoom in and out, you'll see the profile changes because it's analyzing the candles that are within view on your screen, right? So if I zoom in a lot and I'm only looking at a few different candles, it will only now it changed, right? Because it's only analyzing these candles. But they are the same tool, just a different way of looking at them, right? This one stays over a certain range of price action, this one moves to whatever is visible on the screen. You can see it changes. So there you go. But breaking down this key level, guys, this pre-FTX level is going to be key, not only because it was a major support resistance flip that we needed to come to higher prices. We were looking at this on the way up saying, hey, if we, if we're able to get above that FTX level, this would be mega bullish. We're like, hey, we broke the FTX level. This is super bullish. But what happens if we come back down? If we hold it as support, if we bullishly retest, this is a super bullish sign that we're holding that FTX level. Right? And that is one of the reasons why we gave the long setup in the premium Discord from this level here for that second leg up, among other bullish confirmations. But a big part of it was that, hey, if this sticks as support, there's a likely chance we're going to come up higher, right? So if we come down to here and come down to tap this another time, if we do not hold this as support, guys, this is essentially, if we get below this level and we cannot break above this resistance, this is where we are likely going to see price get accepted back into this macro value area. I'm going to go ahead and make it a box just so you guys know what level I'm talking about. Value area low coming in at about 16K. Value area high coming in at about 21.4. This is our next volume profile, right? Or value area. If we come down to that value area high, break back below it, and cannot get back above, we will in turn be getting accepted back into this area of balance. And I want you to notice something. We talk a lot about how previous ranges levels can get respected, right? So you see we have a value area low looking at this little local range. I know it's probably hard to see on screen, but we have this little range here, right? You have your value area low and your value area high, right? So if we come down to that level and we break below that level, we could get accepted back into this area of balance, range back around in that area, just like we did back here. And then if we lose that level and get below the macro value area high right here, then we get stuck below it. That is where you would so I guess these value area highs are almost the same, right? So you might bing bong around here for a little bit, but once you break that, once you cannot get above this level at $21,400, that's where you're expecting to eventually make it down to your value area low, because once you reject the value area high, there's a high probability that you come back down to the range lows. Now, with that being said, it is important to realize, like I said, there is not a 100% chance this happens, right? Nothing is 100%. This is basically, there are levels within here that you can hold, right? So it's not just going to be a free fall down through this level if we come lower, right? We are likely going to get messy price action, but you want to remember, just like on this volume profile, once you reject the highs, right here, you're expecting to eventually come to the lows. But it didn't happen in a straight line. The price action is confusing and scary, right? Right here, people are thinking, oh my God, the short's over. I got to close my short, right? But it was really just a retest of the POC, right? But then you come down, right? Then we come back up. Oh my God, we're bouncing off 23K. Oh my God. But what happened, right? We came right down to that value area low as we would have expected. But price action is messy. So you just want to remember that as you, if you do wind up breaking back into our macro value area, you want to understand it's likely not going to be a straight shot down, even if we do come to that value area low. And when we pull up our visible range volume profile, VR, VP, pull that up and take a look here. You can see that you get that, you do have some levels here, right? If we zoom out a little bit, you have a decent bit of volume here. Let it spawn, right? You have a decent block of volume here, right? So, you could kind of hang around here and kind of grind around. Maybe you come back up, bing bong around on this volume a little bit. And this is obviously if we get that dump into this value area. But really, the key of all key levels, the real level that you don't want to lose, although I would be feeling my bullish long-term sentiment or medium-term sentiment would probably be gone at this point, right? Really, this value area low is a big level, and a break below this value area high would essentially make me flip longer-term bearish. But, once you get into this level, if you work your way down to this $18,700 level, you have a massive volume gap. You could even maybe just start looking at this level at the actual high volume node coming in at 19.2. This is the level I've been giving. 19.2, guys. If you start losing this level at 19.2, you have a massive volume gap. And this is the same gap we were looking at when we were looking to break out of these highs right here. We got rejected, and then we came up here saying, hey, if we could break above this level here, we've got nothing above us, and we will likely teleport up to these prices. And obviously, that was the start of this massive move up. So again, on the way down, you kind of want to expect the same thing. Maybe we bing bong around here, but if you come down to this level and lose it, that's where your quick move down to probably first stop is going to be your POC. Coming in at $16,831. But again, you're eventually expecting to get a move down to your value area low, coming in closer to about 15.9. But again, guys, we're pretty far away from these levels. I just want to talk about what we could potentially expect if we get accepted back into this value area, which is represented by this blue box, right? So that's if we break into that value area. So that is what I'm expecting from, I'm not saying I am expecting to come down to the value area low just yet, but I'm saying if we break below the value area low, that's kind of what we could expect moving into that actual area of balance. Now, with that being said, we kind of have a lot to talk about, I'll be honest with you guys, which is nice because it was a little boring there for a little bit. But we got 944 people in here, guys. Don't forget to smash the like button if you guys want to spin the wheel of pain and pleasure, where I actually have to do 15 push-ups for you guys because I forget what I did, but I did something where I owe you guys 15 push-ups. So I will do that tonight. But if you guys hit the like button, every 100 likes we get, you get a spin on the wheel of pain and pleasure where you will all have the chance to win some free crypto. But let's go for, if we hit 850 likes. Actually, no, we'll make it 900. If we get 900 likes, we will spin that wheel 25 times, guys. 25 times. But taking a look here, there are some other scenarios we have to keep an eye out for, right? As we are approaching this blue box, have basically tapped it, but as we approach these lows, guys, we want to be very careful of some bounces, right? So if we look here on the 4-hour time frame, we're really going to have to zoom in here a bit. You can see we do have a slight bullish divergence here. You have slight higher highs on your, higher lows on your momentum waves with massively lower lows on your price action. Now, however, you do want to understand that this is not the strongest divergence. However, this is still technically, even if these were equal lows, this would still technically be an exaggerated divergence, which can play out, but a lot of times they can give false signals. In my opinion, very similar to this divergence. Was this? Oh, no, this was the divergence we had last time. But you could see we actually did have a little bit of kind of the same situation here. We have massively lower lows, and then you had slightly higher lows on your momentum waves here, but your money flow was coming out. That wound up giving you a lackluster pump, and then you finally put in a stronger bullish divergence here with money flow coming up, and then that was your big signal to come up. But here, you are getting somewhat of an exaggerated divergence here, / bullish divergence if you zoom in further enough. But we could potentially get a short-term bounce here as we are printing that double green dot on the 4-hour. So I would be cautious of some bounces off of this level. But again, I would like to see money flow come up just a little bit more. Your 2-hour money flow still looks really bearish. Your 1-hour money flow still looks really bearish, even though you are printing that green dot. So I would be careful of like some kind of a small bounce here. But again, I would like to see money flow really start coming up a lot more than it is. Money flow in the 15-minute even here is, it tried to come up. Whoa. It tried to come up here, you could see, and then just kind of got rejected. So really not, not really the strongest confirmations on that kind of setup there, but is something to watch, something to keep an eye on. So it's not all doom and gloom, guys. We can get a bounce at this level potentially, but again, it's really not like screaming that it's about to moon. But hey, weirder things have happened. So, but again, with those higher daily time frame bearish divergences that I kind of felt crazy mentioning, I'm not going to lie, guys. Sometimes I feel a little crazy. Like, I don't feel crazy, actually. I'm actually, like, pretty, I trust my TA a lot, and I don't really harp on it too much because if it doesn't play out, like, I'm fine with that, right? Like, I know that's going to happen sometimes, so I'm not, like, emotionally tied to my TA. But I will say, like, sometimes like I say this stuff on here and I try to be as transparent as possible, but sometimes I'm like, I'm talking about these higher daily time frame bear divs, and I'm like just picturing people at home be like, oh my God, he brings these bearish divergences up every day, and like they're clearly not going to play out. But that's the thing is like I brought up the weekly bullish divergence because obviously this was a big thing we were looking at here, and we went sideways for like 5 weeks. I was talking about this divergence, and we went sideways for 5 weeks, and then it finally played out. So many people were calling me crazy. Oh, this idiot thinks he sees a bullish divergence. This guy has no idea what he's talking about, just because price didn't immediately react. But then obviously we got that big move up, right? And everyone was calling bull run. So we tried to, you guys, if you watch the show, you will know we kind of tried to harp on the fact that compare this to the weekly bull div, right? Like these can still play out. They might just take some time. And you want to keep that in mind, right? And again, we did get that dump down that we were looking for, but you want to understand that these are still on the higher time frames, and we still could see these play out, but it's a lot easier to look at them in hindsight and be like, oh, we did get that big move, but look at all these bearish divergences on the 2, 3, and 4 day. Like, that was obvious that was going to happen, but it's this uncertainty that you feel in the current moment that makes trading so hard. So you just want to remember, like, these are here. And just remember that, like, the higher time frames do take time to play out, and they typically are very strong and reliable signals. They do just take some time to play out. So, sometimes I feel crazy bringing this stuff up, but I'm glad I still say it, because even if I look crazy in the meantime, if it does wind up playing out, my main goal is hopefully for you guys to just at least be like, I have to look at these, right? Maybe they won't play out, but I have to take them into account. So I don't really care if people think I'm crazy, but it does, I do kind of feel crazy talking about these bear divs every day. But now you start to see they are starting to show face, right? So just something to keep an eye on. And again, just because, we're not getting, this doesn't look like mega bullish on the 4 hour here. Obviously you do have the double green dot, but I'd like to see money flow come up a little bit. I'd like to see those, I'd like to see these bearish divergences, especially the one on the 4 day. I'd really like to start seeing these VWAPs start to curve back up before I expect a big move up. But again, remember, anything can happen. Okay, guys, so that was my little Bitcoin tangent, and those are the key levels we need to hold. Guys, again, the macro value area high of our entire range here coming in at about $21,400. Let me double check it for you. About $21,400 is going to be the most key level because if you break below that and you don't get an instant bounce out of that value area, you're likely to continue down. And again, you do have some levels in here that you're likely to stick, but that end-all be-all level for me is going to be this high volume node at 19.2. Once you decisively lose that level, I do think it will be extremely likely that you at least come to your POC in the 16,000s. About 16.8 is that POC. So those are the levels I am looking at to the downside. And again, that major level that is making me expect some further downside. If we get below that value area high and decisively break below it and cannot get back above it, that is basically where my longer term, medium term bullish sentiment will flip a little bit more neutral bearish. So there you go. At this moment, though, if we can get a strong bounce off of here, that would technically still be possible. But again, as of right now, I would say it's not looking great at this very moment. But that can change later tonight or overnight or over the weekend. So, but we will keep you updated, obviously, in the Discords. Oh, hey, Jason Casper's here. Whoa, hold up. I missed that one. Where's he at? Hey, shout out to Jason Casper. What is going on, bro? Thank you for tuning in, man. Thank you so much for that super chat, bro. You always come in and show love. Bro, I'm going to stop by one of your live streams. I got to start popping in more often. I got Tony D here now. I got a little bit of extra time, but also bringing Tony D on kind of worked in both ways, right? And I know this isn't TA, but I like to share the journey of this with you guys. I think some people are interested. We hired Tony D full time, and it's super helpful. He does a ton. He works harder. He works very, very hard. And he does help out a lot. But in a weird way, he freed up a lot of time, but also bringing him on is allowing us to grow the channel a little bit more in a lot of different areas, which kind of also brings on more work in a weird way, which is good. So I'm kind of saving time, but now there's also like other stuff that we weren't able to start without him that now we have to think about. So we're super, super busy. But Jason, I'm coming into your live streams, bro. We're going to show love. Thank you for being here, bro, guys. Shout out to Jason Casper. Let's go. And I just saw another $100 super chat. Shout out to Benjamin Coles. Says, a fib you pulled Oh, hey, yo, shout out to Benjamin. He says, a fib you pulled saved me from emotionally closing a short position I had at a $200 loss, made $2,000 plus instead, bought some steak last night. But here's one to you. Yo, hold up. I just dropped all my money, yo. Hold up. Shout out to Benjamin. Loading up the Benjamin cannon here. The Bing Bong Brigade is here to throw some Benjis for Benji. Let's go. Shout out to Benjamin. And we're not talking about Mr. Franklin. Bing Bong. Shout out to Benjamin Coles. Pull those fibs. Save your losing trades. Hold on to them until they're 2K in profit. Congratulations to Benjamin. Happy I was able to help you out with that. Pull your fib. Bing Bong. Bang, baby. Pew, pew. It's the Pew Pew crew, baby. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to Benjamin, guys. I'm on one today, and I'm sorry, Benjamin, that was a perfect time to send me that super chat because I'm already on one, and those are literally my favorite comments to get is like, yo, you helped me make money, or hey, you saved me from getting wrecked, or whatever it is. The fact that I can be here and help you trade is beyond a blessing, and I will never, ever take that for granted. Shout out to Benjamin Coles. Congratulations, bro. But let's go ahead and continue on. Oh, man, I hope we didn't miss Jason. I hope we didn't miss Jason. Somebody tell Jason I did see his super chat, and we shouted him out, and I love him. But I was just sucked into the charts. I'm sure he knows the feeling. But anyway, let's continue on. Mrs. Candles, shout out to Jessica. Well, yeah, shout out to Mrs. Candles. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, but Mrs. Candles' name is Jessica. But also shout out to Jessica. But the Jessica in chat is not Mrs. Candles unless Mrs. Candles is in chat. And Mrs. Candles, if you're watching this live stream right now, I can smell you watching. Go ahead and drop a chat in there. Let the Candle Mafia know what's up if you're watching. Come on. I miss you. Mrs. Candles is on a work trip right now. So party, baby, party. Party in the Frankie Candles household. But with all that being said, guys, these are the levels I'm watching. Now you guys know how we wound up where we are and why we were looking for this. And yeah, watch for some potential bounces here in the short term. But again, nothing is really looking super, super bullish as of right now. But let's go. Yeah, K-Cuts, tell me about it. Who is Elena Garcia? I don't know, brother. I wish I did. But guys, show ETH. They're saying it. And I'll tell you something. You guys say show ETH. And I say give me 15 seconds to get this sweatshirt off. Bear with me. Oh, God. I wish you guys could feel the sweatshirt. Look, no give. There's no stretch. There's no stretch on this. It's like I can't explain it. There's no stretch. It's not a stretchy sleeve. You guys know stretchy sleeves? Oh, my God. And I'm, like, kind of hot and a little bit sweaty, so it's like taking off a wet shirt. Oh, God. Ugh. You guys are probably like, he's doing this for a bit. I'm not. Mrs. Candles roasts me every time I try to take this off. Look at this. I can't. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, my God. Jesus. It's a Nike sweatshirt. You guys have been making clothes for years. You can't make it. Woo, baby, that pissed me off. Let's go. I knew those strings were pissing me off. I knew it. I'm about to. Okay, sorry guys. I had to drop an elbow on that. Those strings were trying to fight me before. I couldn't get it off. I had to drop an elbow on that sweatshirt. Whew. Anyway, we're gonna show ETH, baby. We're gonna show ETH. Whew. Anybody new in the stream right now is probably like, this guy's a lunatic. Oh, my God. But here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at ETH. Okay. Skinny jeans and skinny sweatshirts don't understand the generation. I got baggy sweatpants on. I'm not a skinny jean guy. But, yeah, I don't know what it is about that sweatshirt. Anyway, let's take a look at Ethereum, which is in a very, very... Nike is regressing. Shout out to Connor Anderson. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Yeah, Mrs. Candles is away. The Mafia will play. Throw those bows. Shout out to Eric Ward. Yeah. Stop. Johnny Jackhammer said stop wearing Mrs. Candles' clothes. Yo, you guys are funny. Oh, God. All right. So here we go, guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's take a look here. And, yeah. All right. Here we go. So on Ethereum, guys, things are looking very similar to Bitcoin. The 4-hour is looking like a bit of a stronger divergence could form here at your value area low. Another thing to note here, now on Bitcoin, we did not tap the actual value area low. There's that short for anybody who's interested. Yeah, we did not technically tap the value area low on Bitcoin, but if we come on over to ETH, you can see that we are sitting right on that value area low. We actually wicked below it. But what I would be looking for here on ETH is this divergence. Again, not the strongest bullish divergence. However, you are getting, yeah, not the strongest divergence, but it is there, right? So you're likely going to print that double green dot very soon. So I would, again, look for some kind of a bounce, off of that level. Frankie's calves are back with a pick. Oh, shout out to you guys. This guy's a lunatic. Liked and subbed with noties. Let's go. Shout out to Hi My Hero. Too funny. You guys are great. But I would look for a potential bounce at this value area low, guys. This is going to be a very key level. That is the non-straightest line I've ever seen. Let's see if we can get it a little straighter. There you go. This is going to be a very, very key level here at that value area low. Now, if we break below the value area low, guys, you guys actually, now that I think about it, this is the level. Again, we don't always check ETH, but plus, you guys are funny, man. Okay, but if we, you guys will know, we've been looking at this 1550 level for a very long time, talking about how key the level was. You could see we held it as support many, many times as we've come down to this value area low. And we were looking for some potential support on it. That was basically our next major level of support to be watching. Now that we're there, we're looking for the bullish divergences on all of our time frames, at least for the 2, the 3. Do we have it here? Do we have it here? Kind of, yeah, more of an exaggerated one there. But looking at that 4-hour mainly for that bullish divergence, guys, if we can print and confirm that, I will say this could give you a move. I like the way ETH looks better. I like the way ETH looks on the 4-hour more than Bitcoin, right? Because you're getting that potential green dot to print. Again, not looking like the strongest VWAP. It kind of shows that it's kind of trying to shy away from that 0 line, looking like you might reject. However, if you get that bull div, the reason I like it a little more than Bitcoin is because, look, at least your money flow is kind of coming to the upside, although it does look like it wants to curve out as well. It's at least coming up a little bit, whereas on the Bitcoin 4-hour, you'll see that it is a bit more. Oh, I guess, did we just print a – oh, no, we didn't print another candle. So you are starting to come up here on the Bitcoin 4-hour as well. Not as much, but – yeah, so I guess they do kind of look similar, but you are looking, the angle is a little bit more extreme on ETH, but again, coming down to our lower time frames, 2-hour money flow still looks kind of bearish. 1-hour money flow starting to round up. You actually did put in your bullish divergence here on the 1-hour. If we zoom out, yeah, right at, that might have been, this might be a little bit of a pump off of this 1-hour bull div right here. Low, lower low, low, higher low may give you that move to the upside. So I would keep an eye on that. Yeah. So, but it is looking very similar to Bitcoin, right? So I would really wait for that green dot, that 4-hour green dot, see where that takes you. Joshua D says, "What is this channel?" It's actually a wrestling channel. Shout out to Joshua. Yeah, we do half technical analysis on crypto, and then the other half is just like WWE SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? We just taught this sweatshirt a lesson. Dropped the people's elbow on it. It was good. Not a problem. But yeah, shout out to Joshua. Welcome to the CandleMafia, where I'm just kidding. We don't wrestle. We do 2 hours of TA every single day, and I show you how to make money trading Bitcoin or crypto. Altcoins too. I mean, I guess you could really use this information on anything. You could trade soybeans with this. But I show you how to make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down. But anyway, shout out to Frankie's Calves for the $2 super chat. He says, now it's official, Frankie's calves are pumped. I should have broke out the calf cam, because if I cut to the calf cam right as you guys could have seen me drop that people's elbow. The form was impeccable, guys. But continuing on ETH here, yeah, I would look for a potential bounce off that value area low with that bullish divergence. Again, I'll be honest, it doesn't seem to be the strongest it doesn't seem to be the strongest signal as of right now. You're also printing a daily red dot, and we did have a blood diamond on the daily on ETH, and I believe it's still there. There it is in all of its glory. Blood diamond on the daily, definitely more bearish, so I would be careful with that 4-hour bounce off of the value area low just because of the daily blood diamond. So, and then, guys, if we do continue to move down here in the we're really getting down to some key levels here, guys, because our next level of support is going to be this blue box coming in between $1,500 even and $1,500 even and $1,475. Once we lose this level, guys, I would even argue, even if you lose this value area low, it may get a little sketchy, but once you start losing this blue box, guys, it is going to be very, very likely that you're going to fly through this low volume gap and then target your next highest volume node, which is coming in right here at about 1350. So 1550 was our next level to the downside we were watching for ETH. We are now there. If we break below that, looking at $1,500 even, right? Was that it? Looking at $1,500 even, if we lose that blue box, that's where you're likely going to fall into this low volume gap and potentially get a move down to that 1350 level, right? So, yeah, and you could see, guys, just with this volume gap, I'm going to draw this as a box because I think this will really help you guys. If you go ahead and pull that box, you'll notice that every time we've come through that through this blue box, you'll see there's really, anytime there's price action within this blue box, right? What do we have? Violent move down, violent move up, violent move down, violent move up, violent move down, or violent move down, violent move up. So if we come back into this blue box, we may get another violent move down to our next high volume node, which is coming in. That support should be coming in at about 1350. And I think this is really important. You'll notice, guys, if you look at your low volume gap and then extrapolate that information or extrapolate that gap to the left. Yes, I use the word extrapolate to sound smarter than I really am, but I'm just kidding, guys. But if it's really the only word I could think of. If you get, just pull that information to the left and then look what happens to price when it's in that area. It's just violent moves, right? And the reason that's so important is because we talk about how price ranges and gets attracted to the high volume nodes, right? So the opposite of a low volume node, which this would be, is a high volume node. So the high volume nodes create ranges, right? And price likes to stick to those high volume nodes. But low volume, right? High volume node here too, what happens? Range, right? Range, because you have high volume in that area, right? Range, high volume in this area, right? Now, when you have low volume in an area, you get nothing but quick moves up, quick moves down, quick moves up, quick moves up, quick move down, quick move down, right? So that's kind of how you can look at this stuff, right? It's a perfect example of how the volume profiles work, or how you can look at volume and price action, right? The high volume nodes create ranges and sticking points, and those gaps create violent moves. So there you go. That is a very, very important piece of information, guys, and that is a profitable piece of information alone, right, with no more further context. But let's go ahead and let's see. Daily POC is at 23K. Correct. Let's see. Cozy Babe, what is going on? Says, hey, Frankie and gang, glad to be here. Almost missed it, but daily close is in a minute, and I remembered you're live for it. Thanks for being awesome. Shout out to Cozy Babe. Hopefully I say your name right. Hopefully it is Cozy Babe and not like Cozy Beb. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for tuning in. But guys, let's go ahead and continue on. We took a look at ETH. Those are the levels I'm watching. That's how I'm feeling. Daily blood diamond, definitely a bearish look. Do we have the weekly red dot? We don't, but it's getting very close, and we have 2 days and 1 hour to print that next weekly dot or weekly candle. So watch out, guys. This weekend, we will be looking for that red dot on the weeklies for a lot of stuff. But let's continue on here. If you guys want to see, we're going to do a couple of altcoins today because, yeah, we're going to have to fly through the altcoins. I am sorry. WTF is happening to XRP. Let's go ahead and start off with XRP. If you want to see your altcoin, throw it in chat right now. Oh, yeah, shout out to Cozy Babe. He said it right. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. And yeah, thanks for popping in for that daily close. But I do want to say, guys, let's see. XRP Bitstamp, is it dumping? Okay, so weekly blood diamond on XRP. with what's happening right now to Bitcoin, it could be worse, right? It could be worse. I would have expected it to be way worse, actually. Yeah, I mean, not too bad. Actually, pretty nice little bounce there. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, throw your altcoins in chat if you guys want to see them. And then we will only do a couple of them, guys, because we do have to start pulling our winners for our giveaway. Shout out to Matthew Barnes. Shout out to the XRP Army. Let's go ahead and see. What we got going on. All right, let's see. Shout out to Rob and Tyler. I know I shouted you guys out in the beginning, but I don't think I said hi to you. I said hi to Crypto Anon. But yeah, shout out to you guys. Thanks for being here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. Bada boom, right? So main bearish case for XRP is going to be that weekly blood diamond, right? This is a very, very bearish sign. That last blood diamond on the weekly did absolutely wreck us, down about 65%. Now, I'm not expecting to necessarily get ripped down 65%, but that just kind of shows you the power of these weekly blood diamonds. But you can see this one did not really play out as much. This one actually played out to the conservative tune of about 17%, right? So they're not all end-all be-all, but this is definitely a bearish sign. I would definitely lean more bearish on XRP until this is played out. But let's try to find some more context. Going down to the 6-day, no blood diamond, red dot confirmed, though. 5-day, blood diamond confirmed. Not a great sign. 4-day, no blood diamond, money flow coming back out. Money flow was coming up. Now it's on its way out. 3-day, blood diamond confirmed. Not the best look. 2-day, green dot. 2-day, red dot confirmed. Looking for that green dot print in just, may actually print that in a couple of days. May start printing that green dot. If not, we may have to wait for another cycle. Not another Bitcoin cycle. I just mean like another candle print. Daily is giving us that red dot, but it's giving us a little bit of a VWAP flip here, guys. You like that? A little bit of a VWAP flip. Coming down, giving us that red dot. We may get that. Oh, wait. Did we print the daily red dot? Did we print the daily candle? We did. Okay. So we're getting a little bit of a flip here as we print that, as we get that daily close and that new daily candle. May start to print a green dot here very soon. I will say, VWAP flop to the downside, may get that VWAP flip, but that also too early to tell. We could get that changed, over the course of this next day. Let's go. Shout out to Wick. He says, Frankie says XRP is bearish, and all I can hear is the Velcro in my wallet peeling open to make a buy. Hey, Wick, I can't hate on that, bro. I can't hate on that. That's, probably the time you want to open up that wallet. Let's go. That's funny, bro. Shout out to you, man. Let's go ahead and continue on. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, shout out to this guy. I assume you think XRP is going to $10,000. I hope so. I mean, listen, I have a big bag of XRP. But if you guys listen, I am not in the camp that XRP is going to $10,000. I am sorry, for more reasons than one. But I mean, hey, a $10 XRP on a moonshot, a little more realistic, I would say. I would like to be a little bit more conservative with my price predictions. A lot of people out there saying it's going to $10,000, and again, good God, would I love that. I just don't think it's going to happen. But hey, I would love it. But let's go ahead and extend this volume profile and take a look at what we got going on. Weekly red dot, obviously, our weekly blood diamond definitely does have the possibility to push us below this low volume gap. So with that being said, I would be watching this level down here at about 35 cents. This would be a strong level to look for some support. It's kind of where you get that next high volume node. But you can see we actually did already get a wick straight down there. We just kind of just popped it right there. Just boom, right down, tapped the level, came right back up. That may be a good sign, but I would just basically be watching these levels. I'll go ahead and mark them out for you. Let's see, value area high. Oh, that's not your... Oh, whoa, the settings on this are different. Our POC is purple. Interesting. Different chart here. But there you go. Value area low. I'll label it for you guys. There you go. A little value area low. Get a little POC. And a little value area high. So these are kind of the major levels I would be looking at for XRP. If we do get a move down through this gap, it would be very important to hold this level. And then you do have a decent bit of volume underneath here, so this could wind up holding you up a little bit. But again, you know, the fact that we have rejected the value area high, you would expect, obviously, to come down to the POC, which already happened. We already slipped the level. If we get stuck underneath this POC, I would definitely expect a quick move down to our next level here, coming in at about 0.35617 cents. And then if you cannot get held up by this high volume node here, it will be very likely for you to come back down to your range lows, coming in at about 32 cents. But you're pretty far away from there. Really, your next major level of support is going to be that 35-cent level, or 35.5-cent level. So that is going to be the major level to watch. Bullish on Velcro wallets, Johnny Jackhammer. Me too, bro. Me too. Let's see. Because I can bump it says, with that being said, guys, money flow coming out on your daily on XRP as well. You could see you had a high. Now you're making a little bit of a lower high. So unless this green dot on the daily, unless this green dot on the daily, wait, this is what we were just looking at, right? Yeah. Okay, there you go. We said we were going to print a green dot pretty soon, and there it is, right? So if this green dot does give you a move up, major level of resistance to watch would be that 40-cent level. I wouldn't really, I would say that's your next major level of resistance at about 40 cents. A little bing, flip that to support, and then you get a little bong to the upside. But until we get above that value area high, I am not expecting to get, a crazy moonshot. We'd have to flip that level to support before getting a big move up. One thing to realize is you do fall off on volume quite a bit. So, actually, I'll go ahead and pull this volume right here. I'll pull my volume right in front of you guys. I don't care. You think I care? I'll pull it in front of the Mafia. I pull my fib in front of you guys already. I'll pull a little volume too. But let's go ahead and this value area low is going to be a very key level of resistance if you got a big move up. Again, nothing really calling for a massive move up. Money flow on the daily is coming down. 16-hour money flows deep in the red. 12-hour money flows in the red. Your 2-day money flow is coming out. That looks pretty bearish as well, plus the weekly blood diamond. So just understand that there's really nothing screaming that we're going to get a massive move up here. But if we did, and value area high is going to be your next major level of resistance. Kind of trying to fight this POC right now, so that's even looking sketchy itself. But then if you do break that value area high, next level up here is going to be very strong resistance. However, again, it is definitely looking more bearish than anything. Your 2-hour money flow crossing over into the green is definitely a good sign, but I'm talking about more on the macro time frames. Weekly 6-day red dot, weekly blood diamond is really the main bearish case here. So yeah, those are the levels that I would be looking at on XRP. We got 746 people still in here, 500 likes. I don't even know if we can get the wheel going with 500 likes, guys. We're going for 850 likes, and if we get 850, we'll spin the wheel 25 times, and you guys will essentially get all my money for free. So smash that like button if you have not already, and let's go ahead and move on to the next altcoin. We got ETH, we got XRP. We're taking a look at Algo. Let's get it. Let's see. Not a goalie. We want Algo. Binance, Tether US. Here we go. All right. So here we go on Algorand. I wish we remembered what we said about Algo yesterday. Does anybody remember what I said about Algo yesterday? Please let me know. Yeah, let me know what I don't even remember what we said. But anyway, let's take a fresh look at it. Taking a look at the daily. Money flow coming out on the daily. Definitely a bearish look. You can see we fell right through that volume cap. Weep. Dang, man, I wish we could remember. We could take. People were asking for Hex yesterday. We could look at. We could take a look at Hex for sure. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at Algo. Then we'll take a look at Hex, and then we will move back to our list. But let's go ahead and take a look here. For Algo. Yeah. Ooh, this thing. Yeah. Coming up to a very, very key level here. Go ahead and mark that out. Let me go ahead and make sure that's accurate. Come on. Boom, right? This is going to be a very key level of support, right? Oh, no. What just happened? Hopefully I'm still live. My screen's... Okay, I think we're back. What just happened? Am I live? Okay, I think I'm still live. I think we're good. That was weird. My YouTube, that was weird. I don't know what just happened. Anyway, all right, so coming down to this, again, fell right through that gap, came up, tested this high volume node. I want to talk about what happened here, guys. Look at this high volume node. I'm going to put a level right here. We came up, tested that level, could not get above this high volume node. So if you ever see us talking about, oh, we got major resistance, high volume node, this is kind of what we would expect to come in, run into that ledge of resistance, and then get a big move down, right, through this gap, down to our next level of support, which is going to be this this ledge right here, right? So if we lose this level here at about 23 cents, I would expect, zooming out here, there's not that much volume down here, right? So I would be looking. I will pull some levels here for you guys just to get a little bit of an idea of where some support could come in. Move from here to here, right? Pull your fib. If we lose that level, golden pocket coming in at about 21 cents, 786 coming down at about 18 cents. And again, not a huge volume gap, but you do have your high volume node here. You lose this level, a little bit of a fall off in volume all the way until down here, which you could put another level down here, which should hold pretty well, coming in at about 16 cents, right? So these are the main levels I would look for, right? Get a move down here, bounce, 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 right? These are the main levels I would look for to the downside for Algorand. Now, let's talk about some potential levels to the upside, pulling a little bit of volume. You can see a lot of coins are in this situation with their local range at their value area low. Do we have some kind of a bull div on? No bull div on the 4-hour. Green dot, double green dot printing, not looking the strongest, but you are holding above your value area low. So technically on all of this stuff, guys, a lot of that, what does this stand for? Mine says, with that being said. Oh, God, that's so funny. Or Tony D says, at mine, with that being said. You guys are too funny. But with this kind of situation at the value area lows, guys, something I want to realize is that it's definitely possible to get some kind of a bounce off these value area lows, especially with the 4-hour green dots. This one's not really playing out too much as of right now, but don't be surprised if we get a little bit of a move off these value area lows, because due to the laws of the volume profile, when you come to the highs, you expect to come to the POC or the value area low. Value area high, value area low, value area high, value area low. So now we would technically be looking for a potential work up to our POC and then eventually to our value area high. But just really not getting, money flow is coming up with your 4-hour green dot. Your 1-hour money flow is starting to curve up as well. So just remember, when in doubt, zoom out, or not zoom out, but when in doubt, look at your profile. You're at the bottoms of the range, right? This is typically not the best time to get mega short unless you see some kind of super bearish pattern about to break out. So if you saw something like this where you're getting some kind of a clear bear flag forming, where you have your bear flag like that, this would be something too short, but you would want to wait for the breakdown, the retest, enter in, and then catch that short move, right? But you don't just want to blindly short at support here. We are at support, so just keep that in mind. But other than that, your daily money flow is coming out pretty aggressively. VWAP working back to the upside. Your 3-day money flow is coming out. Your 4-day money flow is coming out. Your weekly red dot is looking to print, and I be damned, guys, if this red dot prints over the weekend, somebody clip it. I'm going to call it right now. If this red dot prints on Algorand in the next 2 days over the weekend, I will be coming on this live stream on Monday telling you that there is a blood diamond on Algorand's weekly time frame, right? So if we print that red dot and things don't shape up, we may get a blood diamond on the weekly for Algorand. And as you can see, these weekly red dots typically are not the most bullish signs, right? This last one brought you down about 73%, which is absolutely insane. This one brought you down about 54%. Now, I'm not expecting another 75% dump on Algo, but just to give you guys an idea of how powerful the blood diamonds and the yellow X's can be, you could just see they typically give you big moves down. So I would expect this to potentially give us at least some form of a move down. And again, these are the levels I would be watching. So let's go ahead and take a look at Hex. Let's see. Hex. Here we go. Oh, God, you guys are going after somebody. Wick, can I marry as many as I want? I don't know what's happening right now, but Wick says, hey, hero, I'm here too. Get him. I don't know what's going on. Who are you guys after? I hope you're not after me. Shout out to you guys. Let's take a look at Hex really, really quickly. We'll take a look at the BitGet chart. Shout out to BitGet, guys. If you guys are looking for a place to trade, BitGet is one of our favorite exchanges. A lot of really cool features on there. I do believe we do have a deal. If you guys click the link in the description down below, I'm sure Rob or somebody will put our link in the description if you guys are looking to sign up to long or short your favorite coins with or without leverage. Definitely check out BitGet. Some of our favorite exchanges, BitGet, Femex, KuCoin. You guys know we love KuCoin. But yeah, definitely check out our links. But anyway, taking a look here at Hex. Weekly VWAP is coming down. Not looking for the red dot just yet, but getting pretty close. VWAP coming to the downside on your 6-day. Your 5-day also coming down. No red dots on the higher time frames. Very interesting. Hex is just pushing up. Shout out to Richard Hart. This thing is just pushing. Money flow crossing into the green on the 3-day. This actually doesn't look horrible. I'm not going to lie, guys. VWAP and money flow. Hex on the 3-day. Guys, I'm just telling you what's on the chart. This 3-day looks pretty dang good. The only thing I don't love about it is the fact that you are massively overbought here. You are definitely overbought on the 3-day. However, the money flow and VWAP coming up here does look pretty sexy, not going to lie. But you are pretty overbought here, so maybe you get another push up. But this actually doesn't look too bad on the 3-day. Your 4-day money flow crossover into the green as well. You got to think that this thing's going to cool off. I got to say, I think it's going to cool off, but it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bearish, but it does look overheated. Two different things there. Two different things. Looking at the 2-day, red dot is printing, and you do have the 2-day bear div. I'm not going to lie. Not a trade call. Do not take this trade, guys. I'm not saying take this trade, but I'm just saying this 2-day bear div, I'm getting FOMO. I'm having a hard time not wanting to short that. But money flow is coming up. I don't know. I'm not shorting Hex. For some reason, I don't really know a lot about Hex, guys. I'll be honest with you. A little pullback, you think? Yeah, cozy babe. Yeah, I would think so. There's just something, I don't know. It's like, don't short Hex. I don't know. But yeah, this is definitely bearish. You definitely have a divergence here on your 2-day. But money flow looks healthy. 3-day looks pretty bullish, honestly. Looking for the green dot. But I wouldn't be surprised if you got rejected here. Yeah, hard to say. 12-hour VWAP rolling back over. What's the 4-hour looking for the green dot too? Yeah, I don't know. This is 2-day bear div definitely happening, but it's not like you have money flow coming out on your 2-day, but your 4-hour money flow is steadily coming out. Yikes. This thing's got to cool off. I'm going to say this. This looks pretty decent, but I think you have a cool off coming. That's kind of my guess here. So let's see. Take the trade, Wesley Morris. Yeah, should we just randomly take the trade here? But yeah, this is, money flow coming out on your 4-hour does look indicative of a pullback. 2-hour money flow coming out. What's your 8-hour doing? 8-hour red dot confirm, money flow coming out. Yeah, I think you probably cool off here. You just kind of been grinding your way up a lot. But yeah, I would look for a pullback. Money flow crossover into the red on your 1-hour. Yeah, I'd wait to see what this 4-hour green dot gives you, and then once you're kind of in the green here, or once your VWAP crosses over on your 4-hour, I'd start looking at the lower time frames for some bearish signals to potentially get into a short position and be in that position for the fresh money flow crossover into the red on the 4-hour. As far as levels, kind of hard to call here with just the consistent grind up that this thing has been seeing. I will pull some local levels here. I'll pull some local volume. Let's see. Let's just pull it from here to here. Random levels here. I won't lie, guys. This is some wonky volume. But value area high coming in at almost at about 0.0678 cents. This would be a level to watch for some support. Your POC, your value area low, all levels you want to keep an eye on. I will pull a local fib here. I don't know if I like this little scam wick, but yeah, POC is going to be a decent level to watch as support. You have perfect confluence. Not perfect, but you do have confluence between your golden pocket and your POC here, so that is something I would look at. And, yeah, it could potentially hold that as support. But, yeah, these are the levels I would be looking at on Hex. And, again, I would look for a potential pullback here just because this thing's been going nuts. And that 2-day bear div does have the potential to pull you back a little bit more. But this blue box is something I would be looking at as far as support. And then your value area low is going to be another level to watch as a local area of support. All right, let's go ahead and we got to start spinning this wheel, guys. Smash up that like button. Get those last-minute likes in while we look at our other altcoins. We'll take a look at Solana. What did we look at yesterday? I told somebody was like, hey, bro, you said you were going to look at this. I felt bad. He was like, I always ask to see this, and you never do it. I'll stop asking you. Sorry for bothering you, man. And I was like, no. And I went back and I looked at it for him after the stream, but I think he left. If you're in here, bro, we looked at it for you. I tried to pull it up, but I think you were gone. Shout out to whoever that was. I forget the name. But, yeah, shout out to you, bro. I always try to look at all the altcoins that I can, guys, but obviously we can't look at them all. But we're here every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time looking at those altcoins. So you tune in a couple times. You're probably going to get your altcoin looked at for sure. Shout out to I'm My Hero. We'll see you later, bro. He says, come down to this side of Houston. I'm always down. Shout out to I'm My Hero. They just out there in Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. You guys are funny. All right, let's go ahead and see. Taking a look at Solana. As you guys know, I infamously DCA'd into Solana basically at the worst time, guys. I have losers too, guys. I lose too. I basically DCA'd into Solana for anybody interested. I basically was DCAing all this, thinking, hey, we might get another drop down, but I'll just DCA. And then, boom, Alameda FTX just nuked it to 0, and I got absolutely wrecked. Actually, no. Hang on. Is this even? Yeah. This is where I was DCAing in, and then, boom, absolutely nuked to basically 0. Can't believe Solana hit $7 or $8, guys. I cannot believe that. You guys know that Solana was all the way up here at $260 that one day, and then it went down to $7. That's insane. Absolutely insane. What is that actual percentage? 260 to 7 or 8. 96% down, guys. It basically went to 0. But actually, pretty nice recovery there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know it's still trading at $20, but that's a nice recovery there. You can't lie. Actually caught a pre-leveraged Solana token, 3x long, somewhere down here, and actually made back a lot of the money that I lost on a long. So there you go. What happened? Oh, yeah, Frankie, that happened to me with XRP. I basically doubled my bag in the past year, and my DCA is still like 70 cents. Wick, listen, man. So you win some, you lose some, but the important thing is that you're taking shots, right? Because if you don't want to get too shaken out by that. Like, I got wrecked on that Solana, but listen, I'm not tripping over it. Take it on the chin. You're not going to win all the time. You're definitely going to lose, and it's actually important to learn how to lose, right? Like, I got wrecked on this, but I'm not scared to buy into any other coins because I'm not thinking like, oh, but I got wrecked on Solana. What if I get wrecked on this too? Like, if you think like that, you'll never wind up taking the chances that you need to take to get the reward, right? You have to risk to get the reward. That's how anything in life goes. You have to, at some point, you have to risk it for the biscuit, right? You can't just play your whole life super, super safe. You can, but you just have to understand that the reward's going to be very limited, right? So, you got to risk to get the reward, right? So it's just about a balance. So shout out to you, man. Don't feel bad about it. Hopefully my loss on Solana makes you feel a little bit better. We all lose sometimes, and if someone tells you they never lose, they're lying to you. Run away from them. It's not the kind of person that you want to be like learning from. I never lose. I only win my trades. I've never lost money in crypto. I know what I'm doing so I only make money. Take a walk, pal. I don't know who actually says that, but if anyone does say that to you guys, please run the other way because they're lying to your face and it's just disingenuous. Anyway, continuing on here, taking a look at Solana. I'm going to go ahead and pull volume on this entire range. Now, a lot of people ask me, where do you pull your ranges from? Well, I don't know. I just kind of see a little sideways range here. Now, there's a little bit more to it than that, but honestly, you could be experimental. I actually risk it for the brisket. Shout out to Tyler Durden says, you mean risk it for the brisket. Absolutely, I do. But you could just find a range, right? We clearly have some lows here. Right? We clearly have some highs here. That looks like a range to me, right? So let's go ahead and see what the profile says. Go ahead and pull it from here. A little bing, a little bong. There you go. You got a nice little range here. And now you know that these lows down here are kind of like an oversold level, right? So when you come up above the value area high, you're thinking overbought. When you come below the value area low, you're thinking oversold, and you're expecting some form of a correction, right? And as of right now, what do we have? We got a double green dot on the 10-hour. We got lower lows on our price action. We're coming below the value area low. Are we going to get a bounce? Let's check it out. Take a look at the 4-hour. No. That's the 3-hour. Taking a look at the 4-hour. Nah, barely got a bull div here. Again, you're out of your value area. You're thinking you're a little bit oversold. You're getting the double green dot confirmed. VWAP rolling over. This is why I was saying be careful with that div on Bitcoin. It's not the strongest divergence. VWAP starting to cool off here on Solana. May not give you that big of a move. Up, right? And if it does, I would potentially money flow is coming up on the 4-hour. That is the one thing, right? But you know, if your money flow is not coming, money flow coming up on the lower time frames a bit. So maybe this does give you some form of a move up. If you do get that move up, I would look for your major level of resistance is likely going to be the value area low coming in at $22.28. If we go ahead and pull our local golden pocket, look at that. Perfect retest, right? This is what we talk about all the time, guys. I just showed many examples on Bitcoin of how this was able to help figure out if we were going to get an invalidation of our trade or a continuation to the downside. And again, retesting that local value area low / local golden pocket 786 is likely where price likes to put in those lower highs before moves to the downside. So just keep an eye on that. But again, may get a little move back up to your value area low to bearishly retest it. And again, with the confluence of that golden pocket, it would not be that unlikely of a situation. So that is what I would be watching on Solana, guys. As far as support, you do have these levels down here. Basically kind of where we wicked to right here. So that is going to be a key level of support, as well as obviously whoa, they're hacking the mainframe. This is actually holding you up to stop you from breaking into this massively low volume pocket. And if you break through that low volume pocket, I would expect a pretty quick move down. So this is going to be a key level. If you break this level, going to be probably a pretty quick move down. You might find a sticking point on this $18.64 kind of box here. I will draw this as a blue box. A little bing, a little bong. There you go, right? So if we wind up coming down, a little boom, a little bounces off this level, break below, can't get back above, then we come back down here. If you do not hold this level, guys, I would look for a very quick move down to our next high volume node. $17 even is probably going to be a pretty good place. Whoops. $17 even, probably going to be a pretty good level to watch. Let me go ahead and there we go. $17 even right there. That is probably going to be a good level to watch. And then your actual, and then that brings you down to retest these highs right here that we made on our way up, right? So these are the major levels I would be looking at on Solana if we get a move to the downside and to the upside. Obviously, your local golden pocket / local 786 fib levels, POC and value area high are going to be those levels to the upside. And I will mark these out with lines in case anybody wants to screenshot the levels. 786 coming in at about 22.90, and the bottom of your golden pocket is coming in at about 22.33. So if you guys want to screenshot those levels, I'll leave it up there for 2 seconds while I pull up that wheel of pain and pleasure, which I see a bunch of red. There we go. Start giveaways. Thank you for that, Tony D. Shout out to you, brother. Shout out to you guys. All right, let's go ahead and shout out to Benjamin, man. Super happy if you're out there watching this right now. Super happy you were able to crush. I was able to save you that $200 loss and have you trust that TA and turn it into a 2K win. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Just bing bong. Let's go. Oh, God. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and spin that wheel of pain and pleasure. Who's ready for the giveaways? Let's go. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to. That's not what I wanted to do. Bing bong. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Where's Lucho at? Lucho, show yourself, my friend. Guys, smash that like button. We're not at 850 yet, but maybe on the count of 3. Oh, my God. The likes have been brutal lately. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if they're making mice heavier or something and people just don't want to move the mouse up, or I don't know if it's they move the button. But on the count of 3, guys, if you're on a computer, grab your mouse, hover over that like button. If you're on your phone, grab that Fanga. Not those possum stank fingers. I'm talking about your regular fingers. Grab your finger, hover over that like button. On the count of 3, we're going to do a mass liking and see if we could jack that 600 number up to about 750 in 1 second by everybody touching that like button, creepily fondling, headbutting, touching with your butt, or headbutting. Did I say headbutting? That like button at the exact same time. And I say, on the count of 3, I'm going to say the word like. On that word like, we smash that like button. 1, 2, 3. Like that dang stream, guys. I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know what's going on with the likes. I think I gotta press for the likes more often, but it's exhausting. But we gotta do that more often. Frankie, can you explain this giveaway thing in I'm semi-new here. Shout out to Cozy Babe. If you go to our YouTube channel, which you do still have time because we have to spin the wheel. If you go to my YouTube channel and you go to the last 2 pre-recorded videos, I believe they were one was a market update. Actually, mods. Mods. If you can let them know what videos they have to click to like and comment on, just give them the links, and then if you click those links, Cozy Babe, click those links, leave a like, leave a comment. I highly recommend you go back and watch the time frame video. Obviously, the market updates, today's market update might be insightful, but the other market update might be old at this point. But leave a like, leave a comment, and then I highly recommend you go back and watch the time frame video, but I can't track that. So just leave a like and a comment to technically get entered into the giveaway. And then, again, I highly recommend if you're trying to learn about how to look at the time frames, I highly recommend go and watch that. But we got 660 likes, guys. If we get 700, we'll get those 7 spins. If somehow we get to 850 in the next 5 seconds, then we will definitely go ahead and spin it 25 times. Let's go. Here we go. Give them a giveaway, baby. Give them a giveaway. Let's go. It's for the candle. Oh, no. Dropped a coffee cup. Oh, God. Give them a giveaway, baby. Spin numero dos. Let's go. Let's see. Bada boom, bada boom. Give them another giveaway. Let's go, baby. Let's see. VWAP up at about 23-1-ish. Interesting. Like that doggone picture show. Shout out to Burke3. That picture show. Oh, I love that. Let's go. Shout out to Mike Fullenkamp. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I'm new and think you're crazy, but I love it. Shout out to D-Dubs. I cannot confirm nor deny if I'm crazy. I am. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for being a part of the CandleMafia. And go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. And if you're not going to subscribe, at least hit the like button. Let's see. Lick the like button. Let's go, Cozy Babe. Give it a little lick. That's what I'm talking about. Give it a little creepy fondle. If anybody's curious, this is a creepy fondle. It's just like an uncoordinated touch is what we call a creepy fondle. Anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look. I don't know why I said that. Bada boom. Here we go. 5 giveaways. Here we go. 668 likes. This is the last spin. Give them another giveaway. 4 giveaways added to this week's prize winnings. I didn't want to say giveaway again, so I said prize winning. Shout out to Alex O. Crypto in the house. What is going on, bro? I appreciate you. He says, I love you, Frank. Thank you for being real AF. Alex, I love you back, bro. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being here. Love you, bro. Let's go. But let's go ahead and pull up our little thing here. Whoops, not our stream deck. We don't want the stream deck. What is going on? Oh, my God. This is embarrassing, guys. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. So get your comments and your likes in on these videos while we pull up this website, because once we get this website up, the polls will be closed. Shout out to Tyler Durden. He says 10 winners get 3X bags of Ada. Shout out to Tyler Durden. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. Mrs. Candles. She's not here, guys. She's gone. She's not here. She's not here. Who's going to help me with the giveaways? I'm just kidding. We got it. We got it handled, guys. We got it handled. So here we go. Our first giveaway is going to be, let's see. Yeah, we're down a man. We are down a man. Or a woman, I guess. Let's go ahead and bada boom, bada bing. Okay, so so mods, before we pull the winners, are we just pulling, should we just split it 3 ways? Equal amount from each equal amount from each video? Let me know. Shout out to PS5. Future of Gaming says, Frankie Candles, we love them blue candles, Frankie, my brother. Let's go. Shout out to PS5. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Frankie, do you ever use a market type or DBSI? It seems to be clutch on higher time frames. Drew, you read my mind, bro. I do use the DBSI from time to time, but I usually do turn it on and off because I like to keep somewhat of a clean chart, so I don't like too much clutter. So I do turn it on and off, but typically I do look at it on the higher time frame. So yes, I do use it, and I use it seems like in the same exact fashion you do. Like if you got a strong 21 bear signal on the DBSI on the weekly, that was something we were looking at as a potential big dump on, which was basically the beginning of the bear market. That was something we were looking at then, and I believe we were looking at it on at the bottom too, looking for strong signals to indicate a move to the upside. Yeah, and don't forget, guys, speaking of H&R Block and tax season, don't forget to check out CoinLedger. I lost my train of thought there for a second. Don't forget to check out CoinLedger, guys. We are partnered with CoinLedger for this tax season. Go check them out. We will be making a pre-recorded video showing you guys how to use CoinLedger and how it can help you make your taxes with crypto 10 times easier. They're a partner, an official partner of TurboTax. So if you use TurboTax, it's a perfect mesh in, with TurboTax. It makes it 10 times easier. So definitely go check them out, guys. And again, we will be making a video showing you guys a little bit more in depth how to use CoinLedger so you can get a better idea of what it is. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, 10 winners get 3x. Okay, so we got 10 winners. I'm just gonna pull them even. Mods, stop me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm just gonna split it up. We'll do 4 winners on one video, and then we'll split the other ones up. Let's see. Watched a bit earlier of the time frame video. Thanks for explaining to me. No problem, Cozy Babe. We got you, bro. And yeah, let's go ahead and let me make sure I have the right videos. So it is the there we go. Oh yeah, guys. So no more Discord DMs to get your giveaway. There is a portal in Discord. Yeah, there is a giveaway portal in Discord. Let's see. Hang on. Browse channels. Let me see if I can find this, guys, because I don't want anyone, not knowing where to get their giveaways at. Here we go. Nope. Admin lounge. Nope. Item shot levels. Gambling. Off-topic verification. Giveaways. I don't know where to go. Tony, hit them up in the chat and let them know. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and split this up into the last 3 or this week's 3 uploads that we had. But let's go ahead. And the first one is going to be the first market update, which was 2 days ago. And let's go ahead and get the shareable link. Bada boom. And let's go ahead and post it in here. There we go. There we go. Include replies. No. Filter duplicate users. Remove winner from list after they draw. Oh, God. 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5. 11? It's 11, right? I think it's 11. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not that bad at math. But let's go ahead and see here. So for our first video, we will pick 4 winners from the first one. Here we go. Mods, please stop me if I'm being a lunatic and I'm wrong about all of this. Oh, Help Center. It's in the Help Center in the Discord, guys. Thank you for that, Rob. But here we go. 4 winners on our first video. We'll get 3 X bags of ADA. Let's go. Winner numero uno. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Donato Cabrera. What is going on, bro? Hopefully you're in here. Congratulations. He says, great update. Shout out to Donato Cabrera, as I call him. Excuse me. Bro, thank you for always being in the live streams, bro. You're like an OG. I don't know how long you've actually been here. Maybe from the beginning. I don't know. But you've been here long enough for me to consider you pretty OG. So shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always being in chat. We have a blast talking to you. Thanks for the nice comment. And, hey, don't reach out to the mods in Discord to win your giveaway, but go to the Help Center in the Discord and claim your giveaway. Hey, mods, did I say that right? Let me know, because I don't want to tell people the wrong thing. Shout out to Donato Cabrera. Hopefully he's in here. I think he was in here earlier. Hopefully he is. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. We always appreciate you. And let's go ahead and pick another winner. That was winner numero uno. And without Mrs. Candles, guys, I'm going to have to, like, write it down. I'm definitely going to have to write this stuff down because, yeah, I got a lot going on. A lot of stuff running through my head. I'm doing a live stream. Here we go. All right, so one winner down. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Winner number dos. Let's go. Let's get it. Who's it going to be? I saw Crypto Killer Whale's name. Metavice, let's go. The OGs. Today is the OG giveaway, guys. Let's go, Metavice. Shout out to you, man. I mean, what do I say? I don't know what to say. I mean, you've been here forever. We love you, bro. He says LSLS. If you don't know, that stands for Let's See, Let's See. Great update, WTBS. With that being said, thank you, Frankie. Shout out to Metavice. You're funny, bro. I appreciate you. Reach out. Don't reach out to the mods in Discord. Don't reach out to the mods in Discord, but reach out to the help center in Discord, where I guess the mods will somehow know what you want, and then they'll just give you free crypto. So shout out to Metavice, bro. Enjoy that Cardano. I don't know if you have any Cardano yet, but if you don't, now you have a bag or a little starter bag. And if you don't have that starter bag now, or if you already have that starter bag, add this as a little cherry on top, bro. We appreciate the support, so we're going to send you that crypto, man. We love you. Thank you for being here, bro. And shout out to Kevin Baker. He says, seriously, Frankie, you are the most giving TA in the game. Frankie is the crypto culture. Shout out to you, bro. Where to go? Shout out to Kevin Baker, bro. I appreciate that, man. It really means a lot. Comments like that go a really long way, guys. They really do. So shout out to Kevin Baker. I appreciate that, man, for real. But let's go ahead and pick our next winner. Shout out to Satoshi Queen. I assume you are a female. I don't mean to assume, but I hope I'm right, because our female audience is skyrocketing, guys. We used to have like 0.5% females, which kind of made sense to me. We're just a bunch of crypto guys. You know what I'm saying? But we are now 5.1%. That's a lot for a crypto channel, guys, for sure. All right, let's go ahead and pick another winner. Shout out to Metavice. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Brian Peterson, bing bong. Shout out to you, bro. He says, thank you for the update. Candle emoji, 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 candle emoji. Shout out to you, bro. I did actually do the exact number of candle emojis. So shout out to you, bro. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the kind comment, and I appreciate you watching the content and for you being a part of the Candle Mafia. Where'd my pen go? Shout out to you, man. Reach out to the help center in Discord to claim your free crypto. Shout out to you. Brian Peterson, you're the man. I think that was 3. It should count how many winners you've picked, right? Oh, no, there we go. Previous winners. Okay, so that was 3. Winner, numero 4. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Not this girl. Definitely not her. Is this Elena Garcia? Somebody let me know if that's Elena Garcia. I think it might be. Somebody screenshot that. I'm going to make that my YouTube avatar. Elena Garcia. What is good? I knew she had curly hair. Anyway, here we go. Winner number 4. I saw Hannah in there. David, or as I like to call him, David. Shout out to you, bro. Says, awesome video, Frankie. Keep bringing the sauce. I got a whole pot of it right here. You can't see it. It's just simmering. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to David, man. Thank you for the nice comment. Thank you for showing support. And, shout out to Satoshi Queen. Says, love the channel. Let's go. Shout out to you, Satoshi Queen. And again, I don't mean to assume, but if you are actually, if you are a female, we do have some female merch coming. So super, super exciting. And shout out to Chemistry, bro. We do have the hoodies coming as well. Shout out to V-Slim. Welcome to the muscle, bro. I feel like V-Slim's like, V-Slim, bro, you were in my first live stream. If you don't remember that, I'm making the executive decision. You were in my first live stream. You're like mega OG, bro. Like when I think of when I first started the channel, for some reason, V-Slim pops in my head. So shout out to you, bro. Thanks for being here. I don't know why I just saw your name, but I just wanted to shout you out. But anyway, shout out to David. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being part of the Candle Mafia. Reach out to the help center in Discord to get your free Cardano. Shout out to you, bro. I really do appreciate you, man. But there you go. Brian Peterson, Metavice, Donato Cabrera, and David. Shout out to you guys. Now let's go ahead and pull our next video, which is going to be the time frame video. If you guys saw that, I know a lot of people always ask me questions about how do you interpret time frames? How do you think of them? How do you find confluence between them? And I think this video is really going to clear a lot of that up for a lot of people. So if you guys have not seen that video, I highly recommend you go watch it. So yeah, there you go. Definitely, I don't know why I said that. Just go check out the video. It's helpful. I'm just trying to help you guys. That's all. But anyway, here we go. Here we go. We got 3 winners. We got 3 winners coming out of this one. Let's go. Yeah, 3 winners out of this one. Okay, here we go. Winner numero uno. Who's it going to be? Oh, I saw Crypto kill a whale again. Adil, what is going on, bro? He says LFG, 25K, baby. Well, Adil, in hindsight, now doesn't look like we hit 25K, but hey, it's still cool to be excited in the moment, right? Shout out to Adil. I appreciate you for watching that video. That's what it is. It's a YouTube video. Thank you for watching the video, bro. Thank you for being part of the Candle Mafia. And Adil, we're gonna give you some We're gonna give you some just to give you a free bag. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate the support and congratulations on your free crypto. Reach out to the help center in Discord, not the mods. Shout out to you, bro. Next winner. Here we go. I think someone's screaming outside my window. Hey there. Oh, it's a good boy. We got a good boy here. Let's go. Shout out to I'm My Hero. Is it a good boy or a good girl? Either way, I want to pet it. Shout out to your dog. Shout out to I'm My Hero. Absolute OG says half the time I look at the time in a short amount of time sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was going to be an actual sentence, and I was like, oh, my God, am I having a stroke again? Oh, my God. I don't know what's going on. Half the time, I look at the time in a short amount of time sometimes. Shout out to I'm My Hero. You are my hero, and I feel like your dog's my hero, too. So shout out to your little pup. Shout out to you. Thank you for always supporting the channel. You're an OG. We love you. You deserve this crypto. You've been showing support long enough to get this free crypto for sure. I don't even think this is your first giveaway. Probably not. Maybe not. I don't know. But if it is, this is well deserved because you've been in here for so many giveaways and now you finally got it. Next winner, shout out to you on My Hero. We love you. Reach out to the help center in Discord to get your free bag. I just saw Tony Soprano's name. Eddie C says, thank you, Frankie. Eddie C, I say thank you for being a part of the Candle Mafia. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you learned something. But if you didn't, I apologize. So if you didn't learn anything, we'll pay you for your time. We'll give you a little bit of Cardano. It's a little bag, but hey, you never know. The next bull run might turn into a little hefty bag. You'd be like, oh my God, this was $40 and now it's $1,000. Hey, it's free money, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Eddie C. Appreciate the support, bro. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of the Candle Mafia. Reach out to the help center in Discord, not the mods, to get your free giveaway. Where'd my chat go? There they are. Let's go. Until I win something, everyone is a dang bot. Shout out to Creighton. Let's go. 431 people in here, guys. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody who stuck around to the end of the stream. We still got 3 more giveaways. Here we go. And this one is going to be off of today's market update that was uploaded. So there we go. All right. There we go. Bada boom, bada boom. Do a little paste. Do a little, oh, God. 1 plus 3, guys. Can you let me know in chat? 6? No. 1 plus 3. 3? It's 4. Is that 4? It's 4, I think. No, it's 4. Is it 5? It's 4. I think it's 4. I'm going with 4. Don't laugh at me, guys. I think it's 4. 3 plus 1. 3? Yeah, it's 4. 4 comes after 3, right? It's 4. I think it's 4. Let's see. Oh, look, we did it. Let's go. 185 comments. Let's go ahead and pick our first winner. We got 3 winners on this video. I'm kidding, guys. It's 8. I don't think it matters because I always put this in wrong. It doesn't matter. I just put 3. I just put 4 in there, and it worked. And you guys are saying it's 8. Oh, no, it's 24. 21? Let's go, guys. Also, here we go. Winner? Jay Hayes. Shout out to you, bro. I say chicken dinner. You say winner. I say winner. You say chicken, I say dinner. Crypto Pollo, or Bitcoin Chicken, as I like to call them. I'm losing my mind, guys. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Jay Hayes. Congratulations, bro. You won us some free Cardano. Shout out to you. Reach out to the mods. No, don't reach out to the mods. Reach out to the help center to get your free crypto. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. And you ask winner, and I say absolutely, bro. Shout out to Jay Hayes. Here we go. Next winner. Here we go. Who is it going to be? Who's it going to be? Lucho. Oh, I saw Lucho creeping in there. Tim Shea. Eddie C. Wait. Eddie C? Didn't Eddie C just win? Says, thank you for the market updates. They help me so much when I'm DCAing. Shout out to Eddie C. Congratulations, bro. I don't quite remember if you – I think you just won. But You won on a different video, bro, and that is part of the rules. You can win multiple giveaways in 1 week as long as they are from different videos. Well, they have to be from different videos because we stop it from pulling two winners at the same time, or two of the same winners. But shout out to Eddie C. He did win, right? Yeah, I think he did win. Shout out to Jay Hayes. Let's go. He's in chat. What's up, Jay, bro? Congratulations, man. Yeah, Lucho's always here, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Lucho. I'll call chicken dinner. Let's go. Shout out to Jay Hayes. And shout out to Eddie C. If you're watching. Oh, Eddie C. He did. He won twice, bro. Fair and square. You won on 2 different videos, bro. You're getting a double bag of ADA. Let's get it, bro. Congrats to you. Yeah, let's go ahead. He said, yeah, thank you for the market update. What helps me while I'm DCAing? I'm happy it helps you, bro. Congrats. Enjoy the ADA. You deserve it. Here we go. Winner number 3. Last winner. Here we go. Jeff Ken. I did see Ben and Josh in there. Still don't know if that's 2 or 1 person, but Satoshi Queen says, me, Frankie, I'm your #1 fan. Shout out to Satoshi Queen. Let's go. B-Rad Crypto says, best TA on the web. I appreciate you, bro. Alex says, Eddie is a double dipper. Let's go. You guys are funny. Long on Eddie C. Let's go. Yeah. Yo, 2X. Let's go. Shout out to Jordan. Long on Eddie C. Dr. Arribas says, you guys are funny. Nah, no bot here. Let's go. Shout out to Dude, imagine if the bots got that good. Like, everyone's like, no, it's a bot. And, like, the bots in chat, like, no, it is me. Look, I have emotion. I am real person. But anyway, guys, congratulations to everybody who won any of the giveaways today. You guys deserve it. If you watch this channel, guys, just being here and viewing this content and hitting that like button, which is obviously 100% free, helps out this channel so much. You know, I hate asking for stuff. But, you know, you smash that like button, you help push this out to more people, which helps grow the channel, which helps crypto grow, which helps us grow, which helps the CandleMafia grow. And the more we grow, the more help we could get on the channel, the more content we can make, the more giveaways we can get, the bigger the giveaways, 100%. Somebody said scam. You guys are funny. But, guys, I do thank you. Another successful week in the books, baby, with the CandleMafia. And with all that being said, guys, you guys know it. Today's episode is brought to you by Protein or Ensure. It's actually Ensure. I'm just kidding. It's Premier Protein, guys, which is basically Ensure. I don't even know what Ensure is. Is it protein? Is it a protein drink? I don't even know what it is. But everyone was laughing that I was drinking Ensure, so I assume it's like baby food or something. But a little bit of Premier Protein down the hatch, baby. Fresh. This is fresh too, guys. I don't fake these chugs here. We chug the heck out of this protein. Let's get it. Bing bong. Woo! Let's go, baby. Now I got to go hit the gym tonight. Definitely hitting the gym tonight, guys. That's why I drank the protein, because I'm 100% going to the gym. 100%. Definitely going. Definitely. 100%. Don't check on that. Definitely going, though. But with all that being said, guys, I love each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the stream. Congrats to all the winners, guys. And I will see you on Monday. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. Hasta pasta, guys. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
Hey, it's me, Frankie Candles. Guys, I actually forgot to tell you. So I actually recorded a new type of video, right? It's not really crypto. It is crypto related, but basically, our producer, or one of our producers, gathered a bunch of crypto-related TikToks, funny TikToks, all this good stuff, and we basically did a Frankie Candles React video to crypto TikToks, and it's kind of like a new thing we're trying out. We just add a little bit of fun content as well. So I don't know if it's gonna go. I don't think it's gonna go out this weekend, but I just want to say keep an eye out for this because we're gonna be testing out this new type of content, and I really want you guys to give me your honest opinion in the comments when that gets uploaded. So keep an eye out for that. There were some pretty good TikToks. And the reactions were pretty good. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Going to be going out probably, if not this weekend, at some point early next week. So keep an eye out for that, guys. Have a safe weekend. And is this guy serious? This guy is... Guys, I got to go. I got to go take care of this sweatshirt. This thing just get... Bro, I got to go. Bing, bing.